Hello, I'm IBX Toycat, and welcome back to another stream on the internet, specifically from my hardcore Nomad series. This is my goal. I want to get every single armor trim, and I want to make them out of the brand new resin. Indeed, I want to get the full set, and I want to do it within 100 days, and of course, we're on hardcore. I managed to get the hardest trim out of the way, not first, but very early on, in the form of silence, and so now it is my goal to go around the other hard structures, the bastion, the fortress, the... Is he looking at me? I'm gonna go to all of these other places, and I've got to tick them off too. I feel like he's looking at me. I'm just saying, if I freaked out and attacked you, you would think that was rude, right? But yeah, he does it to me, and all of a sudden it's meant to be respectable. Anyway, so while I'm here, I think it's important that I tell you about my current issues, because it has been a couple of weeks since I played this. Well, actually, I think it was last year. 2024 is when I last played this world, because I've been busy with the two big series I'm currently running. One of those is the Igloo world, and the Igloo challenge has been a lot of fun, and this is the other one. And so basically, while we're editing together the kind of recap of the first 50 days on that, I figured it might be fun to show you exactly what we have to do with this one. I've spent over 13 hours, there's a timer, you don't need me to tell you that, and basically in that time I've spent most of it underground, but about a couple hours ago I came out to the nether and I've found nothing here since. I don't know how I've had such a cursed time in the nether, but I've been desperately looking, and I really do mean desperately looking, trying my best to find just any sign of a bastion, and I've found none. So, you know, that's the goal today. Also, yeah, that's my goal. Hello everyone, I'm IBX Toycat. Oh my god, that was the exact thing I was trying not to do. It happened in the very brief second where I decided to look at you, chat, and that is the danger, I guess. Okay, so we have to attack him, but only while he's on the way away from me. Now he's gonna light me on fire if he attacks, but again, I could kill enough endermen to try and get my hands on some ender pearls, but I want to go to a bastion to do it instead. You might say that's insane, to put myself deliberately in more danger, but I have some logic. One is that ender pearls by themselves are nice, sure. I do have a perfect bundle just for them. I'm gonna have to like learn what exactly is inside each of these bundles again, because I've clearly forgotten that. I can't fit it in. So that's why I can't do anything with ender pearls right now. All that work just to re-pick up my shears. But yeah, I'm specifically going to be looking around for some more. I guess we're going to be going this way. Like, I'm trying to get away from my world origin, because I'm not just looking for bastions, for ender pearls, but I also need to get blaze rods, chat. I have spent genuinely an hour in my nether looking around, and it turns out I have one of those unlucky nethers where there's no fortress anywhere nearby. At least not where I could see. So we're going to be heading deeper into this biome and hoping that changes. No! Okay, I really should not be playing in wild this serious with this little, like, you know, like... But the thing is, how do you put your toes into a world like this? I'm in the nether. It'd be nice to spend an hour goofing around the overworld, but I cannot make mistakes like that.
Hardcore. Stay on your toes today.
Thank you. You know, exactly my point. It's crazy. So there is a small delay. Like, it takes like, I don't know, like 30 seconds or something to leave a tip. I want to say. So that comment coming there is exactly what's what. But yeah, I anxiety activated. Me too, cat. Me too. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drop the these planks on the ground. I'm gonna make more planks, then I can pick them back up, and we're gonna try and go this direction, however that has to be. And I'm gonna keep in mind, I need to be keeping pure survival at the top of my brain. I have food here and food there, but not a lot of it. So eventually I need to get out, which I can do with my lack of obsidian. So I really am, you know, like, this is all plan A, not a lot of plan B. We're just going to try and go up here. If I do fall into lava, if I do fall too far, if I do make any mistakes, I have 3 enchanted golden apples that I found in ancient cities. So I think if I make a terrible, terrible mistake, I'm not going to probably die. But I really shouldn't rely on that. I'm going to have to think on my feet a lot more than I have for a little bit. You probably should have a fire resistance potion in your hand. Yeah, this is my equivalent of a fire resistance potion, Canby. Also, Canby asks, what are you going to be doing the Arrows of Decay thing today? I think we're going to be moving that to Monday or Tuesday, or we're going to be moving that because of the fact that I wanted to advertise it in a video. You might know the very video, Canby. And because of a last minute move around on the schedule, we were going to be doing the video essay today. I've had this video essay, like, it's been worked on, we've been working on it for a couple of weeks now. Like, it's a very, very big one. Yeah, basically, it's one that I just, a few last minute moves around means that we don't have that, and so the video, lots of reasons, but I guess I'm just, I'm basically saying nothing while saying everything right here, which is the worst of all worlds. But yeah, I'm very excited for the rarest mobs in Minecraft video, which your boy KMB has been helping me, because I think we all have this frustration. When people talk about rare mobs, the only thing everyone can bring up is that there's a 0.0008% chance for a baby zombie to spawn with full diamond armor. And yeah, it happened to Philza, so it's absolutely tragic that it can come true. The fact that it ended like his longest hardcore world, right? Very, very fun. But yeah, I guess the even though it is tragic, or maybe tragically funny, or whatever you want to say, but it's also not very useful, because like everyone can picture exactly what that's like, and it's not useful. It's like just the downside. So I figured we'd put together a list of like actually rare mobs, not based on what they're holding, but based on their things. I remember when you first asked me, I was like, the world and video are just going to be zombies with different types of armor. Yeah, it's the problem with this is a human curiosity problem. If you ask a question, the most interesting answer is the one that doesn't perfectly answer your question, because the correct answer to the question, like, okay, what's above you right now is the ceiling. You know, when someone says what's up and you say the sky, oh, hey, chat, is that that has to be a fortress. I've misseen these things before, but I don't think I'm misseeing them today. I also, for the sake of notes, I only just hit start recording now. Oh yeah, what a find that is. It took me some time, but we are here. So, yeah, Mr. Toy Cat, you look cute when you stutter. When I stutter. I think people find weaknesses to be more endearing than strengths, because we spend our whole lives trying to show other people how we're strong and why we're good, and oh, there's a lot of blazes there. I don't want to deal with that right now. We spend our whole life trying to convince people why we're good, basically. Because why would you try to do the opposite? So I think a lot of people find it to be, endearing or cute or something positive when you find out that, I think it's a reasonable thing to say that you like when people do the opposite of that. Also, this is a bit of a worry. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just move a few blocks back up here, just to make sure that we're a little bit safer. Then I'm probably going to place a chest down at some point. Yeah, let's find space for a chest. And then that chest is going to be where I store the blaze rods. Don't ask how any of this is going to work, because I don't know the answer. I have an inventory management crisis on my hands, but it's one that I know there's no good solution to it, so I'm just going to work with it. So now we can put the chest down, like, right, I don't know, there. And then we put the blaze rods in the chest, and now we've got space for activities. And we can, oh, I guess we don't. We have space to pick up my cooked mutton that I dropped. Full inventory is freaking me out. Yeah, there's not a lot we can do about it, though. It looks like there is, but then there's not actually a lot. Also, I want that blaze to follow me in here. Please do that. We have full health, but we also have, we have full health, we have full armor. And so even though it's hard, even though lots of damage is going to be dealt to me, I'm not feeling that stressed about it, all things considered. I'm going to drop the coal in exchange for this blaze rod, I think. I think that's the logical way to pick up an extra spot. And then we're going to just run back inside for a second. It looks like he shot a zombie piglin, which was not smart. Gotta say, you don't want to be doing that, friend. But yeah, let's now head up this way. And I'm going to build a big wall over here to make sure that no mobs get from over there too. Okay, they're already doing it. They're already doing it. We want to make sure that no mobs can follow me over here, because wither skeletons and blazes are two of the mobs which are perfectly designed to get through my current situation. Like, look at this chat. I've got protection 4, protection 4, protection 4, and feather falling 2. Only 2. That was a really good full damage prevention for feather falling 2. But I've got all of this protection on me, but protection and diamond armor and all that stuff mean nothing against fire, poison, and wither damage. So we have to really watch out for those. By the way, they should totally add some form of netherite bundles so you can protect large groups of items from lava. Oh, that's a really cool idea, actually. I like that idea. I should just put my blaze rods in this bundle, really, shouldn't I? I guess I can do that later. Do blaze rods stack to 64 or 16, chat? I'm pretty sure it's 64. But it's weird that it's 64, right? I thought I had another hour before we started, says Sarah's skin review. Whose skins are you reviewing? I'm very concerned. Will I wake up one day at the bottom of a well on Sarah's skin review if I don't review updates well enough? Is that my risk as a channel? Okay, so we're just gonna build this wall tall enough that nothing can go over it, besides maybe the blaze. Then we'll build these walls slightly bigger, just, you know, resist the urges of something bad happening. And now we head deeper into the structure. We can go across that, but, you know, it's too terrifying for me. So we're gonna build a little wall here. These are just good form to have from time to time. And then we'll grab out the netherrack so we can complement it with some other stuff. That's a lot of blazes, but I do have 64. Is it just 64? Just 64 arrows, but that's plenty. We can definitely make them die with that many. Ooh, I'm an aesthetician. Ah, you review people's... Okay. So, like, people, like, do, like, skin, you know, like, care treatments or whatever, and then you'll review that. Okay, that's a much more reasonable thing. I was thinking, you know what, worst case, maybe it's like Minecraft skins. You know what, okay, if you need an April Fool's video idea, every channel needs, this is what people assume I do, so I can make a joke about it. You should review Minecraft skins for April 1st. It's the logical thing to do. Or, you know, like skincare, but for Minecraft skins. So, like, make sure that you regularly update it. You know, you don't want your Minecraft skin to get outdated. This is me writing an April Fool's video for an aesthetician. How do you even say it? Like, it's aesthetics? Aesthetician. Yeah, there we go. I got it. Nailed it. So, Kat, didn't know you were South Asian. Are you Wasian? If you're actually curious, because I do sometimes joke about it. My grandmother is from Sri Lanka. Like, she's full on. She immigrated to this country. But interestingly enough, it was like entirely. The UK used to have a whole empire, right? And in the closing days of a lot of people, you know, in the closing days of the empire, the way it worked is basically like the EU, where it was a free trade agreement between all of the, you know, countries in it, but also a freedom of movement. So a lot of people who came to the UK from the Caribbean did so under that scheme, but so did my grandmother, as far as I know. She's like the most English person in my family, though. Like, she's got such a received pronunciation accent, you know. Anyway, with that said, also brilliant. I'll tag you in the video. There we go. We got this idea nailed down. So I'm gonna put this extra piece of coal in there, which apparently I picked up, and we're not gonna put the blaze rods in there. In fact, I'll put this blaze rod out here now, and then we're gonna go right into this. So yeah, that's the answer to your question, Leo Castrojon. Okay. It's a, I don't know, I feel like, I've got some really, if I talk about this with people in real life, there's a lot of stuff I'm allowed to say that I'm not allowed to say on the internet. But let me just, also, what do you think this bow has? Oh, power 2. Chat, we just got an upgrade to our bow. Exciting. Also, have you ever seen this? Whoa, that's weird, huh? That's very odd. This is uncomfortable, chat. Okay, I'm gonna. Hey, you want to get closer to me? I'll just keep getting closer, buddy. Oh, you couldn't do it. Oh, if only there was something you could do about that. Am I being the most annoying mob in Minecraft right now? Okay, that's no. Definitely still that guy. Ooh, yeah, I didn't know the British had an empire, says Griff Ballard. Yeah, no, if you're just hearing it right now, then don't worry. It was a bunch of jokes. It was all good times. Everyone loved it the whole way through. Exclusively good things. But yeah, I've never seen a skeleton hold a golden sword before. It was very, very spooky. But, you know, it was totally fine. And we made it through, you know. That's what matters. So I'm going to keep on locking off these exits till we get to a collection of blazes. I'm going to have to I'm going to get more blaze rods than I need. I'm going to get like 30 or 40. And that seems insane while I'm... Of course, by the way, it's day 43. We're in the nether, so we don't actually see as they tick up. But, you know, we've got 57 days left or whatever. Ooh, so yeah, let's go over this. And then I need to get down there, but specifically just for the blaze. If I shoot him, then he'll be really motivated to come here. Or I could shoot him twice. He'll die. And then there's nothing, so I don't need to go that way. I'm just looking for the specific part of the fortress where the blaze spawners are. There we go. Found it. So we'll just close this off. Close that off. Close this off to wither skeletons as well as this. And then make a few blocks here. And then maybe do the same over here. We're just trying to make it as tricky as possible for blazes that spawn. Like, oh, he's in lava. Okay, so that's a very clear problem, right? That's I don't think I've ever seen such a weird, like, micro-located spot of lava. Like, it's such a tiny, deliberately annoying spot, but it's fine. I'll take 4 jungle planks, and I'll put them here, there, and I don't know, like, over there. Nice spot. Okay, so now we sit here for probably too long, and we get as many blaze rods as we can stomach. And then we're still going to need to go find a bastion to trade our gold with, right? We've got 16 blocks of gold. I could theoretically find a piglin in the middle of a nether fortress. You know, yeah, I think we'll be fine. We've got enough gold that I don't actually need to worry about that, necessarily. Also, doesn't it feel weird we're getting less weekly content in snapshots of drops compared to major updates previously? Jan is almost over, and we still have the same spring drop features. Yeah, I think... so again, I'm a bit of the cynical person in that I say the actual fundamental problem that Mojang has to solve is how much can developers actually output? The total workforce at Mojang, specifically the total workforce who work on the vanilla game, how much can they add and how good can that content be? Right? Like, they could add 1,000 features tomorrow if they were terrible quality. We've seen this with April Fools. The other option that they have available to them is they could release, you know, like 1 feature every quarter and it's the best feature. But finding that balance between them and ideally releasing, say, 100 features a year and they're all incredible would be the ideal. At least, you know, like, I think from someone who likes Minecraft and its updates perspective. If you hate Minecraft and you like it better from 1997, then you probably don't like the idea of doing that stuff. But, yeah, I think it's really interesting to look at the current snapshot process and say, like, we have had 1 drop of real content so far, but it doesn't feel like that, because in previous years I would say we would just about get our first snapshot now, which would have maybe the same number of features, whereas now we're almost certain that next week is going to have another collection of features, right? There's, well, you know, 25W05A, would it be? I think, you know, or more specifically, the Bedrock beta is what I'm excited about. I think that's going to go well. I wonder what Notch thinks of the cow update. It's crazy how a Minecraft update can be simultaneously cool and lame at the same time. Yeah, it's, I think that is a more fundamental issue that you have to... Like, it's kind of the maturation of a business market, right? Like, if you think about a company like Coca-Cola, maybe Oreos are a better example that everyone knows about. The instinct to innovation, you know, like when Coke introduced Fanta, they, you know, like they added 50% to the market share they have. Maybe another 30 or 40% for Sprite. And so, like, logically, if you're a Coke manager, you think to yourself, we need to keep inventing new flavors because that's how we sell the most. You know, if we keep inventing new types of drinks, we can sell more drinks. But actually, what Coke customers want, what the majority of your revenue base and audience want, is like, I just want this same Coke, please. The reason I like Coke is because I get it once every week, and it's the same each time. Don't mess with the formula, and that's a really tricky thing to deal with as a business, because your price premium, to some extent, comes from your ability to experiment. People expect, the free market generally does this, that if the longer a product is out and stays the same, the cheaper it should be. You know, you can see this of, like, you know, like, I don't know, like a movie. you wouldn't expect to pay the same price to watch, I don't know, Inception now as you would in 2011. Notch also did not like the addition of command blocks, but try to imagine the game without those. Oh, I'm gonna take a hot take, and I can't be seen doing this, KMB, so you get me in hot water here. I think Minecraft would probably be better without command blocks. I think that the way command blocks were added to the game, very clunky, very, like, they basically only work effectively on PC. Like, nowadays, modern Bedrock, they work there too, sure. But yeah, I think command blocks are one of the like clunkiest solutions to a problem we've ever seen in Minecraft. I remember following Minecraft at that time as a, you know, an Xbox 360 player, and just thinking to myself, like, man, now, like, even now I think about this, like, there are so many things that previously you would have to come up with. You know, there are some times where you can give people more tools, and it makes them less creative. I think the classic example of this is if you give people 4 types of blocks that are all vaguely black or all vaguely white, then now you don't have to be creative with which shade of white you use. You just pick the shade of white that perfectly matches your vision. And in theory, that should extend creativity. But the weird thing is, in reality, is you give people too big of a toolbox. You know, it's the Coke problem. If you give people 700 options for a drink, then they probably won't pick any drink, you know? There is a... Have you noticed how basically every soda fountain has just the 6 flavors, like Coke, Diet Coke. Sometimes you get Coke Zero as well, which is kind of crazy. You get Fanta, you get Sprite, and then there's usually like one other goofy one, which I think varies from where you are in the world. So in like Belgium, it'll be iced tea. I was on a boat leaving from Puerto Rico. There it was Seagram's ginger ale, which I thought was strange. But there's always this like additional flavor that has to be like, look, yeah, we know that you want something different. And I'm not that I'm comparing an artist's toolkit to the soda fountain. Although Iron Brew says Cat Beanie. Yeah, that's a great example. Yeah, Iron Brew. How could you have you know, a drink without it being orange and tasting like vague sugar? You know, vague sugar is being very impolite to Iron Brew, but I'll stick with it for now. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to head back towards the world origin, but only on the X-axis. I've gone quite far out on the Z, so I'm betting if I go back towards the X, I can find something somewhere. I don't have any blocks, so I'm going to have to mine some. I guess we can mine a few different... Oh, there we go. This is great. Oh, efficiency pickaxe. Where have you been in my life? Okay, this is perfect. Oh, I'm not picking up any of these blocks. It's not perfect. Yeah, you give people more options. Sometimes you put them in a worse spot. And I think as a like I'm a person who believes generally Minecraft gets better with every edition. I think there are some editions which are universally seen as positive, which are quite negative. Like, you know, I think the combat system is a really interesting case where a lot of people agree with that. No one should dislike combat in Minecraft. You just have more options than you had before. But a lot of people hate that you had more options than you do before. It's dumb how many options there are in average combat now. You know, it's all about the way you use a fishing rod, not the way you actually swing a sword. Because the way you swing a sword is kind of basic. And so, yeah, a lot of people just swear off PvP by being like, yeah, it's just too much now. I'm just not going to do it. But, you know, that's a whole debate for a different time. Yeah, I kind of feel like maybe Notch would have been adding more medieval knights and dragons and stuff. Yeah, I even look at what Jeb added to the game. I didn't really appreciate till we were doing the research into, like, Jeb's opinion on structures. He really wanted Minecraft to be this, like, fantasy dungeon crawler, where, like, he sees a lot of the structures as being different types of dungeons. The Ocean Monument is the most interesting case where you don't realize that it's meant to be a dungeon till you go in. But it's like a really hard ocean dungeon, effectively. But most people just see it and go, I'm not going to bother with that. Like, it's unnoticed content for a lot of people. We're going to have to go into the Ocean Monument in this series, actually. I'm probably going to have to go to several, because it's a 20% chance per Elder Guardian. So, statistically, I should get it on my second, but that's not how it went last time, let me tell you. I don't think I want to bridge over this biome. I think I want the easy life. I'm just going to go down and then come up again if I need to. I mean, calling this the easy life, actually. Maybe, maybe a bit of an exaggeration. But probably was the weirdest update Jeb was in charge of, was the World of Color update. And yet, perhaps the most successful. But yeah, outside of the hard question I was kind of mentioning, like, as a business unit, Mojang needs to work out, like, how do we get the most good content out in a year? Are drops better than updates? I don't know, you know. But then on top of that, they have to work out what content is good in the long run. Because some content people will like in the really, 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 really short run. I think the mace is an example of this. I don't know whether it'll be great in the long run too, but I'm saying everyone thought the mace was so cool when it first came out. A way to do infinite damage. But a lot of people were kind of bored of it, but like, you know, less excited by it by the time the full release came out. And even though the mace is only 8 months old at this point, 7 months old at this point, how often do you really consider using one? I went to a trial chamber, chat. Did I keep going until I got a mace? Even though I'm the perfect situation for a mace. I'm a PvE player. I'm going to be killing the dragon, and the faster I do it, perhaps the better. Oh my god, what is that guy? Okay, oh, actually, I do need piglins, and 4 of them seems great, actually. Okay, that's so many piglins. That's like 7, 8 piglins. I've lost my food. That's why I have more slots for stuff. Okay, I'm gonna throw it on the ground now. Okay, gold. Go for the gold. Don't go for me. Don't go for me. Go for the gold. Can I attack this guy, or are they gonna... Okay. No, no. Oh, he really knocked me out of kill there. Oh, what do I do about this, chat? Oh, what do I do about any of this right now, chat? Do I have to just kill him? I think that worked. I do not like what was happening there at all. Okay, so now I have to drop more items on the ground before they go crazy on me. We're going for obsidian right now, just as a reminder, chat. Hey, ender pearls! Ender pearls are good, too. I wouldn't say great. Actually, you know, I'd say good. I'd say great. I'd say I need ender pearls bad enough that I'm not really that bothered. So we're just going to drop all of this on the ground. We're going to remove any fire that's hanging around here, right? That seems bad for my cause. And then as soon as we're safe, also kill it. I was worried that killing it would activate the rest of them, but they're too busy trading to care, apparently. Which is, you know, just like all of my friends. I don't have friends that are trading instead of hanging out with me. Don't worry, that is sarcasm. If your friends are trading instead of hanging out with you, congratulations. Your friends are going to be buying you drinks at the bar to compensate for a while. It's like, you know, do you want a father who's always there for you and able to give you emotional support and advice? Or do you want a father who goes out and makes a ton of money and has to guilt gift it to you later? Because there's someone who had neither father, let me tell you. You know, you might say you'd rather they be there, but let me tell you, it'd be even better if they were there and they gave you money. I guess that's the actual ideal, huh? Emotional and financial support. So I'm going to grab these ender pearls just in case they get destroyed by something in here. I'm just going to keep dropping things on the ground until I pick up ender pearls, because I just don't want any chance of these being destroyed. I've got 8 ender pearls in a slot now. Honestly, I'm pretty amazed by how well this has gone. As you can see, I've now got 12 obsidian, and if I want to get even more, all I have to do, right, is just place these down on the ground. So I'll drop the netherrack temporarily. So I will have to kill all of these piglins when they're done, just to prevent bad things happening. But we can make them trade faster, just like this. This is, oh yeah, look at that, more ender pearls. Okay, so let's run in there another time. And let's just see if we can't pick up some extra ender pearls. Some extra obsidian. That's now 15 obsidian. Very, very nice. And there's also a fire resistance potion in there, which will be very handy if any of these guys push me into some bad situations. Do you need fire resistance anywhere but the nether, chat? I mean, I guess I'm coming back to the nether, so maybe that's should be enough for me. Okay, you gonna attack me now? So yeah, we could just run away and let them despawn at this point. But yeah, I'm actually gonna convert these into gold ingots. And I'm going to start handing them to my good friends over here once they run out of other stuff. There's a lot of junk that I just feel like I should put in a chest, maybe, just in case future me wants it. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. I think we'll make a big chest here. Maybe on the other side of the nether portal, actually. But we'll let them keep doing what they're doing. And I'll just pick up a fire resistance potion, because how could it hurt to have one, right? If something tragic, happens now, it wouldn't hurt to be more prepared for it, right? I've already got my preparation method, but having another one would be great. The problem with current Minecraft development, IMO, is that it no longer requires improvement. It reached the point where it's a complete game, and now updates are there to keep the game fresh. Yeah, a lot of games kind of achieve freshness by continuous rebalancing, but that makes sense in a game with a meta where players are evolving their playstyle. And because Minecraft's a single-player game, players are evolving their playstyles, but not in a way that people expect Mojang to do anything about. And that's the interesting problem, I guess. Also, we've got 20 obsidian now. That's awesome. Okay, so I am expecting a bunch of piglins to come after me soon. I am going to be ready for that. So yeah, let's build. Okay. Are they going after me already? Okay, so it looks like the zombie piglin has my back here. Come on. Yeah, I need to do something with all of this, chat. I need to do something with it, but I am very worried right now. So I'm gonna make a portal to the nether, just right here. Just I don't care about the details. I'm just gonna do it, right? And then I can go back to the overworld and I can find myself, you know, salvation or whatever it is I'm looking for. I'm just gonna use a hay bale just so I can finish this portal correctly. Not my first choice, chat, but it's okay. Place that back there, and then get some obsidian. I need to do this in the next, like, 5 minutes, or that stuff will despawn. So now I've got a nether portal, and I should have an enderman on the other side. Okay, so I'm just going to go through real quick, de-aggro those piglins. Oh, it's going to lag right now, chat. So sorry about this. Oh, we're in... Wait, is my render distance that low that it didn't lag? Okay, we'll turn it down a little more. Just really make sure here. And so this is actually a terrible place to place a chest. And honestly, a terrible place for a portal. It's a terrible place for everything. But I am going to use this time, while those chunks are unloaded, to think to myself, what should I do about my inventory? I'll put the lapis in there. I can easily do that. And then I'm going to make a crafting table. And I'm going to have that crafting table ready to place down. I'm just going to make a chest right here in the nether. Do you still have a Z-fold? Says Vivan Ihe. I do, but not for long, actually. I'm thinking of getting rid of it. I've had too many issues, and it's damaged anyway. There are just too many apps that are like, yeah, we don't work well, and you're dumb for expecting us to. I figured, like, if there was anyone who can pull off support for something like this, it'd be that. Also, I need to move this closer by. Okay, so let's put this on the ground. So here's the easiest way to take a big collection of stuff and put it in a chest. Just, there we go. All in the chest. And then go over here, and then boom, and then get a little bit closer. It's very tricky to move it all, but I think we're doing a decent job, right? Ooh, soul speed 2. Love to see it. I'm a little bit far away now, so this becomes a very painful endeavor. So is there anything else here that I really need, though? A stack of 64 gravel seems good, but I'm not convinced it is. I'm just going to kill you all, by the way. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't like you. It's that you are annoying me. If you were not annoying, I would let you be alive. Oh, those boots. They're ones. Okay, I'll kill you too, sure. So now we can just put that in there, and then we can grab these boots. I don't think I want them anyway. You know, it's a nice idea, but not a good reality. Then we'll kill you as well, just because you're around, and you as well. And now we've got a few water bottles I don't need. We've got a few crossbows. A lot of iron nuggets. Those could theoretically be pretty good. Oh, no. Don't do what you're doing. So some more leather, some more blackstone, some more arrows. Do I need any of those things in a realistic manner? Probably not. So I'll put the crying obsidian away. No. Don't do what you're doing. Don't do it. Don't. Please. Whatever it is you think you're achieving. You are not. You are just annoying me. Okay, so throw that on the ground. Throw that on the ground. And then we'll use the blackstone to protect the chest. Just make a little wall on all good sides. And now the chest won't get blown up. It's as easy as that. So what else do we have in here that we really care about, chat? I think the answer is nothing. Like, if I'm being brutally honest with myself. the string could be useful in the future. All of these iron ingots, I feel like we can make them into something now. But then what, right? What do we do with 4 iron ingots? I have a saturation of iron ingots. So then we got 15 ender pearls, 18 blaze rods. We can go find a stronghold in the overworld. Is it faster for me to find a stronghold over here? No, but it's what we're going to do because it's the best we've got. Also, I'm going to store these coordinates right here. So 55 minus 990. And now if I ever need to go back to that chest for whatever reason, I'll know where it is. I'm going to be honest, I don't suspect. Also, netherrack for blocks? Yeah, I'll bring the netherrack. Actually, no, I'm about to get a bunch of blocks in the overworld, so even the blocks that I do need, I don't need. So let's go. I'll see if there's a bastion around, but no, I don't see anything. I think getting back to the overworld makes sense. Since you're going to the end, get arrows. I think 1 stack of arrows will be fine. I might regret thinking that, but I think it. So now, if we wanted to get more obsidian, we just have to take water and put it on here. Do we see any water in this cave? No. So instead, we'll get our torches out, and I'll make a hole up to the surface. Easy peasy. Let's go mining. What's the next trim we're looking for? So Sarah's skin review. So the next trim we've got to get now. So bear in mind, I've got the hardest one out of the way. And so my next big target is going to be getting my hands on the end trims. So I think it's you get from the strongholds. But the much rarer one is the one you get from the end cities. And the reason I'm going for that next, even though it's arguably much harder than a jungle temple, is because the elytra will help you find every other trim. So once you find the elytra, all the other trims get easier. And you find the elytra the exact same place as that trim. So to me, it just makes sense to do it that way. Also, Dasher was summoned by coordinates. Oh, no, no, oh. Okay, did I scoop away the lava? I did not. I could put on fire. Okay, I have to be very quick about this. The lava is getting closer. Okay, so let's just remove that as an option. And then we'll go this way. I might be below a giant source of lava. Man, it feels like the nether here, huh? What am I going to do about that? So we'll just mine forwards for a bit. Yeah, not great. Yeah, we can do this, though. Out of all the creators I watch, I never get annoyed by your voice, which is nice that I have a comfort channel, says Pelgirl. Thank you very much. I'm glad my voice doesn't annoy you. Do you find yourself annoyed by a lot of voices? Okay, I've been thinking about this a lot, because, you know, every time there's a dumb YouTuber controversy, people are like, oh, I hated that person anyway. You know, I've said this for years, this is what people say. So it's funny, like, you know, we had a little mild one of our own a couple weeks ago, and the same people said the same thing. But, and again, I know for most people, you're meant to be like, oh yeah, here is my best defense of me. You know, like, you're meant to do this whole, like, you know, you're meant to put on a show or whatever. But personally, I'm the sort of person who tries to, like, break it down and be like, why is it that people would say something like that? What, you know, like, what, the instinct is to say, oh, people are just ready to say that so they can look like they always hated someone, that, you know, there's a reason to hate now. I don't buy it, though. I think that genuinely YouTubers are more likely to be the sort of person you hate than the average human being. It's a joke I make all the time, but I'm not joking when I say it. And I think the reason that that's true, and I'm saying this as a YouTuber, you know, is because to be the sort of person who puts yourself out there on the level required for a YouTuber, you know, like in the last few years, you could argue it's changed because there's money in the game that there didn't used to be. But even then, it's like to decide that it's worth, you know, making, you know, if you're really lucky, a nice middle class salary. Maybe if you're really really lucky, you can go PewDiePie levels and become a millionaire. But like, you know, to decide that this is worthwhile for you, right? You have to decide that putting yourself out there is either worth it, or maybe not even a downside, right? Like a genuine upside to the job. Which means that, and even beyond just like the selection criteria for that, I think there's also the fact, okay, so I'm gonna make a big hole here, and so now when I remove that, the water's gonna have to flow into the hole. I hope. Yeah, and now it's much easier to deal with. So I'll put a torch just up there. And then we're going to go see what's happening in this cave. I could take some of the water with me and make some obsidian, but I've got other other things to aim for right now. So we'll just come right out of this, mine through the ceiling, try to get some water out of it. I don't have water breathing potions, but that's okay. Okay, please, please, please stop drowning me. Perfect. I'm alive. That's what matters. So then we'll place a torch. And we're just going to keep on going. But, also, it's always nice to see someone think Toy Cat's a comfort channel, but actually he's pro-murder and pro-evil and kills people. Yeah, I do actively murder people. Like, it's... So, you know, like, you know, there's always... I was thinking about, like, the whole thing of, like, I guess you could say, like, deviant behavior more broadly. Like, why is it that there's always some really ridiculous scandal coming out about YouTubers, right? And it's like... Actually, I think this is a logical selection. Like, the sort of people that you are entertained by, and the sort of people that you think will do everything morally upstanding all of the time, that it's not a perfect circle, right? The perfect friend and the perfect entertainer are not the same thing, and that's the I think that's where a lot of people get got, is that to be a good YouTuber is to be a good entertainer. Sometimes along the way you realize that good entertainment is sharing, you know, your real life. You know, I made a joke about my father earlier in the stream, but it's very real. I made a joke about being South Asian, but I, you know, literally am, right? My grandmother literally is the most English member of my family. Like, it's a very weird. It's very weird to blend entertainment and reality, but that's how people kind of like it, because once you realize that entertainers are trying to be entertaining, a little of the edge gets cut off, so you try to put it back in there. And I think that's the... Also, should I clip Toy Cat rants about murder for several minutes? Yeah, that'd be great. Let's share my pro-murder stance. I'm not surprised. You are just like me. I'm glad that you think that. Unless you are pro-murder, in which case I will cancel you. Yeah, that's a thing we're doing again now. I've seen quite a few Minecraft YouTubers go through it recently. I mean, like, but again, like, I feel like cancel used to be like people will come for you in your entire existence. Now it's like, oh yeah, some people say some mean things on Twitter. That's about the extent of it. Toy Cat is my Jenna Marbles replacement. So yeah, but the thing that makes channels like her or anyone else successful are that you have to... Why do I have 63 cobblestone and it's not going up? Chat, do you see that? I've got 63. There's a cobblestone here. I dropped one and I... Minecraft, Bedrock. Never had any issues with it. The Breeze and the LBP mashup pack is a master sensei. Oh, that's so cool. The people he saved from house fires allow Toy Cat to murder someone, you know, as a treat. Yeah, this is genuinely the most... This is my most pro-murder stance. I'm gonna come out and I'm gonna say it again. I think that if you save someone's life, you don't get to murder someone. That'd be messed up. But if you get a 0.1 murder, right? Like if you were to go to prison for a life sentence, maybe you get 0.9 murder sentences in exchange for the people that you helped. Whereas, you know, maybe if your whole life thing is like, you like making people uncomfortable, you spend your whole day, you know, like staring at people on the street and saying, and licking your lips, maybe that should be 1.1 times the murder sentence. And, you know, this sounds like a crazy Toy Cat justice system. That's how the legal system works too. You know, like, this blows my mind that this is true. It's like the most messed up thing about how ingrained in a lot of cultures driving is. But do you know that, like, you don't get banned from driving? Like, even if you, like, you know, drink drive or speed or, like, do things that we all conclude should get you banned from driving, you won't get banned from driving if you can prove it's enough of a hardship to you or your family. So, like, if your pregnant wife needs to be driven around everywhere, at least in the UK, I don't know, your legal jurisdiction may vary. And so that's basically the same idea. It's like, well, if you undrunk drive 5 times, you're allowed, you know, if you save 5 people from drink driving, you get to drink drive once. And that's messed up that we say that, but it is what we say. And so maybe if you save 500 lives, you get a freebie. You know, whether you do or not is a whole different question. But yeah, anyway, with that said, I'm gonna up my render distance now, because I'm clearly going to need it. And we're going to be... I think we're going to be following IFenders for a really long time. If I'm leveling with you, I kind of just know that is true. So we're going up to 40 chunks now. Not a lot, just enough. I'm also just going to drop this in the wood. Or should I drop the rotten flesh? I feel like that would be less important, but it's fine. Yeah, rotten flesh really shouldn't be keeping a whole stack in my inventory, but we are committing to my previous mistakes right now. So now I'm going to make myself 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 IFenders. It just seems like a nice place to start. I don't have much more logic than that. I'm going to put my 13 blaze rods in there. And then I'm going to throw one of these. We might be going a really long while. Yeah, but that's fine. We might find a structure along the way. So it's currently going towards the negative Z direction. Also, oh, it's a drowned trident. Okay, throw one. Yeah, how about that? You're going to give me that trident. No, you're not. Okay, so I need to get that IFender back, and then I need to go in the negative Z direction, vaguely towards there. And again, we're not sleeping because we have a limited amount of time. So right now I'm trying to find a stronghold, chat, because if I find a stronghold, I can go to the end. If I go to the end, I can go to the end islands. If I go to the end islands, then I can get myself an elytra. And if I have myself an elytra, then I'll be able to find every other structure easier. If I find a structure on the way, though, I'm not going to ignore it. So if we find a desert temple, that would be great. It would be chill. Hey, nothing beats a Toycat weekend stream. Also, what is your favorite armor trim? So, also thank you, Charm74, for the tip without a message. I'm glad that you were charmed. So what's my favorite armor trim? I hate that it's true, but silence. It's my most annoying personality trait, is how contrarian I am. I'll concede. But I'm not contrarian enough about my favorite armor trim. Silence is just so much better than all the other armor trims. And if you don't think silence is the best, then you just shouldn't pick an armor trim. Like, it's like, if you're not going to go for the best, then the best one would be none. Having raw dogging your armor like this looks so much better than having some, like, tiny trim on there, you know, like some people like to do. And that's just the way I see it. I love armor trims. It reminds me of RuneScape. It's all of my favorite games. It's just the way it is. I'm sorry that it be that way, but it really do be. So yeah, I'm not going to throw another one of these for a while, but if I wanted to, I could. Actually, yeah, let's deliberately follow I'm going to stay at X467, and we can see from the angle change how much further away we're getting. Counterpoint, flow and tide armor trims. I just don't love them that much, Great Owl Master. I think they're good, but like, are they better than silence? No, they're just not. They're not better. They're good. This is the, this is a big problem in life. When you have something that is so much better than everything else, you know, the whole point of the whole illusion of choice stops working. And it's actually kind of nice. Like, sometimes as a consumer, you want that, right? You want the world to be like, this is the only reasonable option. No, other people do other things, but only to be eccentric. You know, it's nice to have that. Like, I know, isn't an interesting example of this, to go back to it, Coke? The fact that, like, the only drink you can be sure is ordered everywhere is Coca-Cola. And it's like, it's not that it's like the best, it's just, you know, like, how much more do you need in a drink? It's 98% water. The rest is some weird vegetable fat mix that makes you think that it's a unique taste. It sparkles, so it's refreshing on the tongue. You know, like, you can spend $18 on a smoothie, or, you know, like $50 on a cocktail, or whatever ridiculous price you can imagine. But there are lots of people who, even after having those things and having the money available to buy those things, probably would just prefer a Coke. OMG Toycat, I haven't caught a Toycat stream in 6 months, so like, nice to be able to catch this one. That is so nice. Are you sponsored by Coke? So, it's funny, because I make this whole argument about how, like, oh yeah, like, Coke and Mojang are both mature businesses, so they both have this problem if they're trying to solve for a customer base, and a lot of that customer base is telling them, don't change anything. And that they're like, but we can't actually just sit around and do nothing. You know that, right? But let me show you the innovation in the drinks market, chat. Let me show you the innovation in the drinks world. You might think that it's over. You might think there's nothing coming. But what if I told you? So one of the cool things about the UK has like a mild obsession with American candy and drinks. It used to be just me when I was a 12-year-old, but apparently it's spread to our entire nation, such to the point that now you can get the world's greatest drink. Someone was thinking, how do we make a better tasting beverage? And their conclusion was Skittles. It's so green that it gets green screened out, because that's how I'm in front of Minecraft right now. This isn't actually a shield for me. This is a green wool that I'm stroking. But this mysterious Skittles liquid is Skittles soured, naturally flavored drink. It comes from firebrandus.com, Miami Beach apparently. You know, all the good things come out of Florida. My teenage contrarianism was quashed by an adult realization that popular things are popular for a reason. Did you say Little Caesars? Like Caesar salad. Oh, not Little Caesars, like regular sized Caesars. So chat. Okay, I want to see something. I want to show you something cool. Right now you can see me through this glass because it's transparent. But because this drink is so green, you will be able to see the shield behind the glass because it's not anymore. Also, look at me. I'm being a normie. I'm drinking out of a regular glass, chat. Oh. It's sour. Oh. It's good, though. Oh, that's really good. I'm from the US, and I've never heard of Skittles drinks. Yeah, you know they're only popular with people who buy them once as a novelty purchase. But, like, that's a big enough market to, like, be worth aiming for, I think. Okay, so we've got a really nice day crossing over a desert today. I am going to keep looking around for a desert temple. Having one would be really handy. I think it took me forever to find it on the Java edition, so something to keep in mind. I've been knocking off Minecraft achievements recently. I got 15 more to go, and now my gamer score is exactly 69,420. Haha. What's my gamer score? Sorry, this is the wrong response to someone else's accomplishment, to be like, I wonder what my accomplishment is. So first of all, congratulations, fantastic. Are you the fire alarm person? Anyway, my gamer score is... I think it used to say here. Oh, no, it doesn't. It says your Minecraft gamer score. Will it say my overall somewhere in here? No, it says my time played, which is not worth looking at right now. It's too high. Oh, Desert Temple chat. Nice. So yeah, looking for Desert Temples can be hard. I'm the normiest of all the normies. I'm special like that. You know, that in its own way is not being a normie if you think about it. Saudi Arabia has a very large Pepsi market. It's one of the countries that prefers Pepsi over Coke by a substantial amount. 79% Pepsi, I believe. Oh, I love facts like that because it's my biggest pet peeve is facts that sound true that no one fact checks. Everyone just shares because they sound too true. And the biggest one is that Coke is the most popular soft drink in every country in the world besides Scotland. And again, it's crazy to me because Coke is the most popular soft drink in Scotland, so it's wrong on its primary claim. But also, Coke isn't the most popular drink in the world, because there's lots of in every country. Because there are lots of countries that legally cannot sell Coke. Cuba is the most famous example. They're embargoed. Actually, Dasher, can you buy Coke in Russia right now? Because if you can't, I bet it's not the most popular drink. North Korea is another great example. The moment you think about, like, I guess I'm such a contrarian that you can't give me a piece of information about me saying, well, how do we know it's true? And that's valuable for some people, but it's annoying for a lot more. So a lot of bones is kind of cool, actually. I felt like I had a good use for bones at some point, and I've forgotten what that point would have been, but glad I'm thinking about it. I need this gunpowder, so I'll just throw it in there. That's really cool. 14 gunpowder. We'll value and treasure that. Oh yeah, I'm gonna... Okay, the bundle is full now. But I'm just looking for trims. Hey! Another trim! You know what this calls for? The trim counter gets to go up. Wait. That's not true. How many trims do we have right now? Chat, we did it! Okay, so I'm gonna mine this so I don't lose it. And I'm gonna count my trims. So I've got 4 copies of Silence. Very, very impressed myself. I had to use up my diamonds anyway. I've got 2 copies of Ward. I've got 4 copies of Wild, 1 of Flow, and 1 of Bolt. So that's 5 right now, and it's about to be 6. So we'll just You know, I'll put in 5 though. Oh, I can't. Okay. So the number right now is 5. But as I go in here and I grab these, add them to the collection, that becomes 6. Should I add both to the collection? Is it worth getting rid of the diamond? I guess I don't need the diamonds in the stack anymore. So I'll put them there. Put that in there, and yeah, look at this. And then I could probably afford to put some more ender pearls in there. Or at least IF enders. I think IF enders stack to 64, don't they? Even though ender pearls don't. You had 5 at the end of last stream. Thank you. Yeah, so I'm glad to know that I don't have another one. I'm now at 6 trims, chat. So that still means that on balance, I'm lower at the number of trims I need relative to what I have. Like, if you don't get what I'm saying, I'm 45 days through now, so 45% of the way through this challenge. I don't have 45% of the trims yet, which is bad. You would want to have 45% at this point. But because I've got the hardest 2 trims, I would say maybe the hardest 3, you could argue. But I've got some of the hardest trims. I got them nice and early. And because I'm about to make the rest a lot faster, I feel pretty good about my odds nonetheless. I'm going to take the diorite out of here. Just because I feel like I don't need diorite. I don't know why I put it in there, if I'm being honest. So take the diorite out. And then put the TNT in. So yeah, if we find more of these, we'll grab their TNT. Because you never know when TNT is going to be useful. It's one of those blocks where when you need it, you really need it. But it's just not very often that you really, really need it. So now I'm going to use cut sandstone to climb out of here. I don't really have a building block of choice right now. I guess cobbled deep slate's fine. I wonder what the 19 was for. Yeah, the 19 must have been... I don't know, actually, yeah. What was the last stream I did with something like that? Also, Xavier said you've been... Xavier, you said you've been reading for pleasure more recently? Yeah, I have 2, actually. I kind of just stopped. And every time I try to get into it, I get into it in the way that is bad, where I'm like, I'll read on Kindle. But when you're on your phone, you have too many distractions. So having a book recently has been really useful for, like, I will read the book. Yeah, I guess, like, the other thing is, like, even though I want to read nonfiction and, like, air quotes, improve myself, air quotes, but even though that's, like, what I theoretically want to do, I think, like, actually just having something that you want to read is much more effective. So, yeah, what I'm thinking of doing, actually, is pre-crafting all of my paper and all of my gunpowder into fireworks. No, it's more effective to store it as paper and fireworks, paper and gunpowder, because you get free fireworks for 2 items, and I'm really trying to limit my items right now. Actually, let's get another bundle out. Chat, we're going to hit the critical level of bundles. Let's get a bundle out just to deal with my, like, bread is a great example. Fire charges, do I need those in their own stack? Probably not. Golden apples, I think just having an easy place to store those makes a big difference. Now look at all the space I've got available now. So if I wanted to, I could go to sleep, but I'm gonna try not to. And instead I'm gonna try and get to this stronghold ASAP. I think the sooner I get to the stronghold, the better. And yeah, we're gonna try and stay roughly along this line. Plus, unless I use my library, I cannot afford to buy books. I read so quickly, I used to spend like £50 a week effectively on books. Yeah, the library is like all of human... I think that authors will disagree with me, and as an author I will disagree with myself, I guess. But the library is meant to be... Like, I feel like you have to really like a book before you can be sure you should get it not from a library, right? The library allows you to try it. The library is like the original version of a Kindle Unlimited subscription or something. Also, there is a specific way to select the things in the bundle to switch. If there is, I haven't figured it out. So, yeah, you can scroll through here with a scroll wheel, or if you're on a controller, you use the right stick, and then you press the button. It's a confusing button, but you gotta press one. I love renting movies from the library. Oh, yeah, it's weird. You can rent video games from them sometimes, too. You know, the grumpy old man in me is like, why are we spending my council tax on this? And the part of me that likes video games is like, oh, cool, video games on Kindle. So we've got 30 paper. That's probably as much as we are going to want in this. And then I'll just leave. Having more sugarcane seems awesome, but it's like everywhere, right? We don't... And if we need books, we'll get books. Yeah, I'm pretty chill about this. I think we should trade with the next village we find, and I was just about to find a village. Because I have all this rotten flesh that I can turn into 2 emeralds, and I've got all these emeralds that I got... Wait, do I have emeralds? I've got 45 emeralds that I got from other means. No, I'll wait until I'm going for my cartographer. That's what I'm saving my emeralds for. I need to be able to get my hands on maps, chat. Most authors are very much in favor of libraries. Yeah, I think for good reasons too. Like, I think you do. I've been saying this forever. Like, I'm trying to think of like an equivalent, like, that is actually fair. Because you could say I give away my YouTube videos for free, but I think the entire business model relies on me doing that. So it's not me being nice. It's like, I know that if enough people watch those free YouTube videos, the 0.1 cents they give me each equates to, enough to hopefully pay back the cost of making it. And also, I'm going to kill the pig. I'm just going to do it, get myself a little extra food. Would have been nice to find this while I was in the daytime and I could have done stuff with it. But it's fine the way it is right now. I used to borrow CDs from the library and copy them because I thought it was morally superior to torrenting. Yeah, there's so many funny things we do. Like, rearrange the numbers and everything feels fine. Also, yeah, the library is like DLC and Legacy Console Edition. You can play with it, but you can't keep it forever. Yeah, that's actually a really great example, Canby. I was thinking... It was what I was trying to think of when I was like, here is an example of something I would be in favor of. I think you should be able to download any of my maps. I would lobby heavily, even ones that I work with other people on, that I would say, release... I wish Minecraft would give me this ability, give away the map for free, and then ask people for money for it later. Obviously, I think a solution to that could be... Also, I need to eat quite soon. I think a great solution could be like, yeah, you can't save the world till you've paid for it or something like that. Or maybe you get like an hour time limit in the world. I would be happy if also... I think it's absurd that I can't give people access to a trial before they buy a map on the marketplace. Like, I think, like, I don't know why it's not the case, but I think that if you had a trial... I'm confident enough in my product that enough people would then decide, oh, I like this, and then decide to buy it. By the way, I hate the phantoms. I think I'm going to sleep just to get rid of them. I do. I shouldn't sleep that often in Minecraft, but this is a time where it's just like, I can't do this forever, chat. I don't want to do it forever. I'm not going to do it forever. As a result of that. Thankfully, they're getting trapped in the trees. Here's my pro tip for phantoms. They can't get you if there's trees in the way. Remember the few cases where some creators were able to put out light versions of their map? I've been seeing that with some add-ons as well recently. Wish you could do that. Yeah, you can't... I used to think that everything about the marketplace was off limits, and then one of the marketplace guys was like, oh, I can't believe you think that you're not allowed to share that. Of course that's public info, despite it being on the big list of things you're not... Like, anyway, like... So I'm going to say this, and then, we can get rid of it later if it's not okay. But assuming, based on the head of the studio of Minecraft, or head of partnerships at Minecraft, that he wants to be more transparent about stuff, you cannot release things for free on the marketplace without specific Minecraft permission. You need to contact Mojang, you need to give them a good reason why you think your content should be free, and then they can decide, is that a good enough reason, and they can release it. I think it would be cool if you could have, say, a free weekend. But yeah, there's all sorts of ways I would love to release free content, but you cannot without the permission, explicit permission of Mojang. It is a tier. It's funny when you go to submit marketplace content. There's a tier option for free, and it's like grayed out, and it's like contact your. It might not be grayed out actually, but it's definitely got a big like asterisk. Contact your partner manager. Also, you can land a bed about skipping the night and the phantom count will reset. Oh, is that true? I've always been like skipping the tiniest bit of the night. I didn't realize it was an option to just like skip the bare minimum amount. Whew. I haven't played it since you were doing the Nevrak Mountain. Yeah, so if you want to get the updates to the world, Sarah's skin review, you have to go to the marketplace. Then you find, you type in, say, Toy Cat or whatever piece of content you're looking for. In this case, it sounds like it is Toy Cat. So you type in Toy Cat, it'll tell you you've got an incomplete purchase over and over again if you're me. And when you go to it, it'll say, update this world here. You do need to hit that button. It doesn't automatically happen unless you reinstall Minecraft. But yeah, just go to the marketplace, hit download, and you'll get the latest copy. So the downside, I guess you could argue, is you'll never be able to access your current copy again if you haven't already saved it. So open a world with the copy, then download the new one if you want to lock in both ways. But yeah, I love Donald, says King Dark. Yeah, I want there to be, I want it to be official. Like, can we be more open and transparent? I love being able to talk honestly and openly about stuff, and it's one of my biggest frustrations in any agreement is when there's so much like, ooh, you shouldn't talk about that. Because I think in general, everyone does better from transparency. I think that there are some cases where like, like maybe commercial sensitivities of like, if there was a competing marketplace and they didn't want to share stuff like that for that reason, that would be a fine reason that you shouldn't share, for example, what the revenue split is or whatever. But like that's very much an off limits topic. You have to, whenever I talk about it, I have to be like, oh yeah, so this has been released by these people who clarified this. Whereas it'd be much nicer if we could just be like, here is the percent. Also, is that an ocean monument over there? I think I see a pillager outpost and an ocean monument. So I'm going to quickly look for an IFN. I'm going to look for a stronghold. Looks like I haven't checked recently enough. I've gone past quite a few villages. That just got destroyed, but it's fine. So I'm going to see if it's exactly this village. It'd be perfect if it was. But also, I'm not sure if I'm hoping for it to be or not. So let's throw one more, but like here. Oh, it is back that way. Okay, so chat, I think I'm going to take down the one ocean monument I see any... No, I'm not. I'm not going to get away with doing it. I'll go do the pillager out. No, the pillager outpost is too easy. They're everywhere in your world. I'll find them while looking for other things. So I'll resist the urge. I remember UHS Scorch was on Realms Plus at one point. How did that come about? They ask you, or you can, they give you a list of your content you would like to put on Realms Plus, and then there is a commercial agreement that they make, the terms of which are, I don't know, you can imagine it's similar to how a Netflix or a Games Pass does its agreements. You don't get paid per download, as I understand it, though. But you do get paid. And then, yeah. So I submit it. I always submit. I submit when they ask if it's like a reasonable offer. But there's because of the way they calculate their offers, it's not a human being choosing to snub me. Sometimes they pick some pretty silly offers. You can get trims from a pillager outpost. But I think I'd be better off getting those pillager outposts later. Also, I should probably eat some food. Been running around in nervousness and energy drink. Oh yeah, energy drink on an empty stomach. It feels so much worse. I've been, I try not to drink caffeine, chat. As you probably... Wait, where'd that go? Over there? Okay, so it's this village. I've lost 2 IFenders. But there's no way it's not this village, right? Have you had content on Realms Plus, Marketplace Pass before? Yeah, Scorched has been on there. I think Hexed might have been on there. You know what, chat, right now, this is an unprofessional live stream. Let's see if right now they're offering me to put any content on there. I'd obviously speak with Agent Mindstorm before putting the Timeless Pack on there. But let's see what they're offering. Right now, they're happy with Scorched. They're happy with Hexed for very low amounts, and they've asked for Ultra Flat. I told them yes, and then they've said it's been under review, and I think that happened a few months ago. So there's your answer. But yeah, it goes on for a limited amount of time. I think 4 months, maybe. It's a fixed amount of time. Then after that point, it goes off. I don't know why that is, if I'm being honest. Like, I would rather them buy the I'd rather them buy the rights to have the map forever. But maybe they don't want to. Maybe they think it'd be more expensive. But, like, I think it'd be cool if you could play Scorched for free right now. It might make you want to buy Hexed or Ultra Flat or something. Do you think putting your content on those subscriptions actually helps, or would you rather have people pay per download? Oh, yeah, it's really cool because it lets people... I think I think the way the marketplace business works is really interesting. I think it's a problem. There's very little incentive to care about who's making a map. In theory, it should be that you go, oh yeah, I really want people to try a map from me. You know, Jiggabob is a great example. I love Jiggabob as a creator, but I'm like one of the only people out there who says, I like maps by these creators, and I'm excited to see what they do more of. Most people just go, yeah, you know, let's be honest, some of it is down to, you know, age or whatever else, but a lot of people are just not that bothered. So I was gonna make a shovel, chat. You know what, let's make a shovel anyway. I'll make a stone shovel though, because I'm not sure how long I'm gonna use this for, and I want the opportunity to throw it away if I need to. So yeah, we're gonna dig down in the safe way, chat, because I'm gonna be honest, I don't want to die in a terrible, terrible way. Also, look, all the villagers have gathered round to see me go to the stronghold. That's very nice of all of you. So now we just dig down, but like this. This pickaxe is gonna break soon, but I've got to remember I want to combine a bunch of pickaxes together. What's better value? Marketplace Pass or Realms Plus? Oh, you're gonna be trapped down here forever now, man. Pogo, your 500 Let's Play song is stuck in my head. I am Welsh, and Toycat is yes. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. The bread and cheese man, when there is bread and cheese at the function. what a funny character we have in this chat. But yeah, I think if you have a Realms Plus is so much better value. Personally, I don't know. I feel like it. How much content do you need to play from the marketplace before it makes sense to get a marketplace subscription? The answer feels like it should be quite high, right? But clearly enough people buy it for that to not be the actual correct response. Also, do you think he's going to come down here again? I feel like he shouldn't, but that's a good way to predict if he will. So we're going to go down to... Ooh, hello. We're going to go down to the stronghold, and I'm going to keep an eye out for caves of zombies, because that is a risk of my survival, apparently. So just place a torch there, place a torch over there. Now nothing can get me. And keep going down. So again, I'm not interested in any of these blocks right now. I'm just interested in the trims, chat. I've got 6 trims. I'd like to make it 7. And strongholds provide a really great opportunity for that. So I remember the last time I found a stronghold, it was in a dingy cave like this. Okay, hello. Isn't it nice that we can go looking in caves in this series? Unlike Igloo, where we're absolutely stuck above the clouds. It's very cool to be around here. Also, why do they put their... Also, do they put their brand collaborations on the pass? I haven't checked. It'd be a nice way to play those without having to drop $10 to $15 each time. Yeah, these are the good questions, Canby. I don't know the answers to any of them. I feel like... Isn't it crazy, though, if you think about... A Realms Plus subscription is $100 a year. Wouldn't it blow the mind of anyone from 2012 if you told them, oh yeah, there's a lot of people who spend $100 a year in a Minecraft subscription? Like, I don't think people would believe you. I think you'd say, like, yeah, like, the Festive Mashup Pack and the N7 Mashup Pack and the Fallout Mashup Pack. If we add all of those together, it's still not $100 a year. So why would you pay for... Who needs to play that many maps, you know? Is what I think people would say. But the answer would be that the people do exist. Also, this pickaxe is very close to dead. So... If we don't find a stronghold soon, let's assume it has, say, 30 durability left. So I'll only go down till about -20. If I break this pickaxe again, I'll be really disappointed in myself, chat. So I'm hoping I don't break it again. That is a stronghold. Perfect. Love when you find the stronghold. And it looks like we didn't just find the stronghold. We found, like, the good bit. The start, if you will. Great place to be. So then we're going to drop that on the ground. Make a crafting table over here. I don't know if we need a crafting table. It just feels like we might. And then, should we make some blocks of diamond? No. What we're going to do is we're going to get our anvil and enchanting table out. So right now I don't have access to great enchanting, but there's the library room in this place. Okay, so I have to not use my pickaxe the entire way going through this. Or I could make a new pickaxe. Yeah, let's go for the new pickaxe route. So I'm going to drop something on the ground. I just picked up something I don't need. Let's drop it. So, oh god, I've got an inventory crisis again. Okay, so this can go away. And then we'll pick up some sticks. Everyone loves picking up sticks. Craft some of them into those. And then use the rest to make a pickaxe. Yep, perfect. Okay, no, don't drop those on the ground. That's no idea why Minecraft even lets me do that. Okay, so now we look for the library room. That's where we're going to find our trim, but also where we're going to be able to enchant this up to level, I don't know, like 24, maybe, if we're lucky. Hello. Didn't mean to use the pickaxe, but nice way to break it in, I guess. Oh, I fought that skeleton so terribly. I need to get my vision looked at. The problem I have with subscription services is it's pretty inevitable there'll be a price increase, which hurts so bad with subscriptions. Yeah, I hate to hate on subscription services because I do understand that they must have some value to a decent number of people. But can I say it? Can I get this out there? I think subscriptions are the worst thing to happen to the consumer economy. I think that they are a bug in the system of the capitalist world we live. Also, is this it for the stronghold? We have 4 rooms and one of them's an end portal room. No libraries? Okay, no, I don't believe that's true. I'm going to find this library. And while I find this library, let me talk to you about the ridiculousness that is subscriptions. Because I think the whole point of the market, air quotes, is that you have to find a price that is amenable to people who you are dealing with, you know? That is the price discovery is one of the most important parts of a market. If you try to price apples at £100, no one buys them. Price apples at, 10 cents. Honestly, funnily enough, people won't buy them then either. You have to find the right price. People don't want a price that's too good to be true. People don't want a price that's too high that they can't afford it. But what's even more interesting about... Also, I really think we might be literally in nothing. We're going to have to look through every wall here just to see if maybe, just maybe, we're missing something. But I don't think we are. I think somehow this is just the tiniest... Oh, no, there we go. No, that's the same room. We'll find... If there's more stronghold here, I'm going to find it. You better believe. I think this really is it. I'm glad the end portal isn't destroyed, I guess we could say. But yeah, subscription services are the worst, chat, because... they hide the cost of things. The cost of owning, let's just say, I would say for life to make this fair, but the cost of owning a subscription to Premiere Pro, which is the editing software I used to use on YouTube, it used to be £300, which was steep, so steep, but at least that was effectively a lifetime ownership. In reality, you'd probably be out of date within about 5 to 7 years. You'd need to buy a new version, which might cost a bit more at that point. But you're effectively buying 5 years of ownership for £300. But now, the model instead of that, because people have worked out like, ooh, big purchases hurt emotionally, now you pay monthly, and sure, you technically get the updates forever, but that same 5 years at $29.97 a month, that's what I was paying when I stopped subscribing. Now it's a lot higher. 5 years at $29.97 a month is £360 a year, or 1,800. I think that must be over the span of the rest of it. A ridiculous amount of time. iTrim is in the library. It's possible we have a library around here somewhere still. I just don't know where it could possibly be. Maybe through here. Hey, that's something. Okay, well that's nice to see. I think I have the world's most ridiculously tiny stronghold. But I'm just not believing it yet. I'm gonna still keep looking around. So you pay so much more now, and you get, and because it's monthly, it feels cheaper when you make the decision, but will cost you in the long run. So that's bad on the surface too, the hidden cost. But also, it's effectively some things you want a lifetime subscription to. Like, I don't know, Netflix is a great example. If you want to watch Netflix shows, you don't buy a box set of them. You don't get to... There's no option to own it. The option is you pay that in perpetuity. A Netflix subscription only is $12.99 a month in pounds. I think it might be... I've got one of those weird subscriptions where I'm on someone else's plan, but I'm part of it. But I pay something close to £10 a month. So even on that super reduced rate, that means I'm paying £120 a year. And for the rest of my life, that's like, you know, hopefully I live 50 years. We're talking about thousands of pounds I have to give Netflix if I want to keep on watching some shows that are coming out. Okay, so, yeah, I think it's a little wild once you really, really dive into it. Anyway, I think we just got to go to the end at this point. I'm running out of places that I can look and maybe find more stronghold. I think it really is just this tiny. So yeah, they really suck because they take money out of you. And so the reason they suck is because they take advantage of two facts. One is the fact that I think a lot of people don't do the maths of how much a subscription will cost them. Honestly, actually, my bigger rant in general is that people see income. Like, if you earn, you know, $15 an hour at your job, and then therefore every week you earn $600, if I've done that maths correctly. People see their income as this amount of money that is just going to keep on rolling in. You know, your income is you know, like, and that's like a reasonable assumption that you'll probably keep working. But then, so people know if I'm gonna have 600 a week rolling in forever, then it makes sense that I can finance some of my purchases using that income, or in the form of a subscription. Oh yeah, I'll just take, you know, 600 is so much every week. I can take £2 of that to throw at a Netflix subscription, but then you take another 5, you know, like every week. I guess we could just say 2,400 every month. You take 10 of that to throw at a Netflix subscription, $29.97 to throw at a Premiere Pro subscription. This is such a sad stronghold, by the way. I really just don't believe it. Yeah, like, you add up all these little costs, and then by the time you're done, you're like, actually, kind of expensive, huh? Like, by the time you add it all up there, but each individual purchase seemed entirely rational at the moment you made those individual purchases. But taken as a collective, it's like a ludicrous sum, and it keeps on coming forever. Budgeting £10 for entertainment as a one-time cost out of your 2,400 salary, really, really reasonable. Budgeting £10 forever till the end of time, because here's the other thing that every subscription service relies on is people who forget that they have a subscription and so don't cancel it. And there's something I know evil about an economic transaction that kind of understates how big of a transaction it's going to be, first of all, which is fundamentally, I think, what everyone does by being like, oh, it's just £10 a month. What is that? £10 is easy. You spend that much on free coffees. But unlike free coffees, which are made for you very consciously, or whatever, you wouldn't get free coffees anymore, huh? You spend that on 2 coffees. You can see how much coffee I'm buying, honestly. You know, I have a caffeine problem, but like not the type of problem where I consume too much. The type of problem where if I consume any amount, it kills me. And so then what's even worse than that, as chat is rightly mentioning, is to apportion that amount of income for the rest of time to accidentally forget about it, and they don't refund you if, like, oh, you didn't use the service. It's like, it's on you. I can't go to the end while I'm still ranting, because I will die to the dragon. So I'm just going to finish my point here. I bought a subscription. Okay, so I got this subscription, this trial subscription, for something I really need, chat. It's a really niche frequent flyer website tool thing for using points. If you're in the game, you'll know what I'm talking about. If you don't, you'll be glad I'm not mentioning it. But it's £80 a year, 80 Great British pounds, about $100 a year, but you get a 2-week free trial. And so every other subscription service out there, the way you get the free trial is you give them your credit card details, but then you're allowed to cancel at any point in those 2 weeks of the free trial. They cancelled my trial on the moment I removed my credit card details. They're like, we're cancelling your trial. Not worth it. So I gave them the credit card, which I have a spare one, a burner one that I use. It only will send money if I approve it. It asks for my permission first. And if I don't give the permission, it won't take the money out. So it's a way that I can take back control on subscriptions. So what happened is they this company that, again, it's like they provide a good service, but they've got the scummiest business model because they tried to take the money, and I was like, oh, okay, my bad. I don't take that money from me. I only wanted the trial, and I only wanted to keep the trial for as long as I could. So I unsubscribed on their website on I think like the 12th of January, let's say. And so, because they tried to charge me on the 11th of January. And so they said, sorry to see you go, but that's fine. And then they tried to charge me again on the 15th. It says on their website, subscription cancelled, but they're still trying to charge me that amount of money, with the logic being, well, you forgot to cancel before the time, and so even though you've now cancelled, we know you don't want this service. We had you. You were technically here on that time, and so they're continuously trying to bill me for it. They don't let you remove your card details from it. And I'm like, oh, I'm glad I have one of those. They'd have just taken money and argued, it's ours now. Try and fight this back from us legally. But yeah, subscription. The reason that like the Primes and the Apple TVs of the world don't do that is because it's bad PR, right? Like it's not good for you. But it's a part of how they, you know, whenever you see it, you realize like, oh, you're letting your true colors fly here. Okay, chat, we have to go and defeat the Ender Dragon. I have died to the Ender Dragon in hardcore more times than I'm willing to admit. And if I fight the dragon right now, I'm not convinced that I will win. What do I need to do to be convinced I will win? Regeneration potion? Yeah, that seems like a good move. A power bow with 64 arrows? Yeah. Ender pearls? Yeah, I think ender pearls, and we'll follow that up with these two. Beds? No, I'm not going to use those. Sword of smite, looting. Oh, I have a looting sword. I forgot to use it, chat. This is why you got to keep track of your inventory better. This has some value. Slow falling potions. I did want to go for slow falling. I got my my phantom membrane ready and everything. I think feather falling does that job pretty fine though. I might regret saying that, but I feel pretty good about it. A bucket of water. DoorDash keeps trying to charge me for Dash Pass subscription and will not stop trying to charge me, but won't let me cancel because I technically don't have it because I haven't been paying for it. Yeah, you have the same problem. They're like, well, you forgot to cancel, so it's your problem now. Oh, we can't take money from you? Well, it'll be your problem as soon as we get that money, and we're not letting you not make it your problem. I had this years ago. There was a weird thing. If you signed up for like the Sun newspaper, which cost, I don't know, like £7 a month, but you got a free, 2-month trial. And if you didn't cancel it before the end of the first month, they'd give you £5 or something like that. And so I tried to cancel on like day 32 or something. And they're like, oh, yeah, it's a 2-month free trial, but we bill monthly, the month in advance. And so we're still going to try and bill you for that. And so I had to take away their ability to do so on PayPal. But I like that subscription services are fundamentally built in a way that tries to favor not the subscriber, but the subscribee, I guess you could say. And that's kind of rude. Okay, so should we go into it? I think we should just do it, chat. A jukebox. I'm really worried about how this is going to go for me. Like, I'm 15 hours deep, chat. I can't afford to lose that. But I've just got to remember, I'll eat one of these if it comes to it. The only thing that can kill me the only thing that will really mess me up is if he throws me into the void. If he throws me into the void, it's over. But then ender pearls. Yeah, ender pearls. I'm not gonna, yeah, okay, chat. I've prepared for every situation. Okay, small damage, eat. Medium damage, regeneration. High damage, oh my god, I'm about to die damage, enchanted golden apple. Blocks of choice, here. Full damage prevention, here. Arrows, yes. Best bow, yeah. Why do I have a power 1 bow on me still? What is wrong with me? I'm ready, chat. Are you ready? Bucket of water. I think the hay bale is better than a bucket of water. I think I have more consistent luck with it. Yeah, this is what I'm doing. I've got my enchanted golden apples. I could eat my regular golden apples if it came to it too. I'll get them out right now. Just so I know they're there. Let's make an Enderman defense perimeter on 3 pillars. Oh yeah, I should... I think I might torch the place up. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to torch up... No, I don't know. I don't know, chat. Okay, let's just go. Let's just go. Let's just... Water is for Enderman. Oh, yeah. True that. I needed water real bad a minute ago. Not having it was a problem. I'm not going to go that way just in case the Ender Dragon knocks me out. I know he can't because I'm too far away. But I'm so paranoid of that, chat. I can't stress enough how paranoid I am. Let's do it! I'm about to fight the Ender Dragon. Okay. This is not where the Ender Dragon is. So, I think we could do a little run around. Just a little one. Placing torches. I've got enough torches that I can do this quite Okay, look at that. That's the dragon running at me. No, you aren't. I disagree with your right to do that. So yeah, we're going to run around placing torches near the pillars. That's going to be useful. And then we'll just, every now and then, place some blocks near the pillars. So we've got a little bit of safety from Enderman there too. The dragon's going to destroy a lot of stuff, but I'm just going to hope that he doesn't. And every time that the dragon comes into the center, please tell me I'm close enough. It's so loud, chat. I'm sorry. This is a Minecraft issue. Okay, I think I attacked the Enderman there. So I'm going to try and go through his neck and take down these towers. This is a 2-for-1. If you attack the dragon through his neck, you get his double hitbox bug activated, which means you do double Look at this damage, chat. Look at that. Okay, back to the game of running around, sprinting, placing torches. This is the name of the game. And we're doing it so that fewer Endermen spawn, so we have fewer chances to die. Then we're going to attack the Ender Dragon. If you've never played Minecraft Bedrock before, you might not know this, but you can actually kill the dragon without ever taking down the towers. It just takes a lot longer, because he doesn't regen as fast, and he doesn't come down less as a result. And so look at this. Oh, is this going to be my fastest dragon takedown ever? Oh, chat, look at it. Look at this. Okay, I'm gonna do this. I'm going in now. I'm going deep. You can't stop me. Okay, oh, you can stop me. Okay, so I'm gonna stop using those. I might just drink a regen potion now, but no, I don't need to. I don't need to, so I'm not going to. He's got a big fortress of defense here. That is bad. Okay, so I can hit his wing though. Hey, chat! I am so overpowered. I've never had such an easy dragon fight in my life. In my life, chat. That was insane. That was hardcore. Look at those hearts. Hardcore, just destroyed. Just over. Just gone. So now I can go back to the overworld. But that's not my first... Oh, I can't. Okay. That's not my first planned destination. So I should leave some of this XP here, but I know I'm not going to come back for it if I do. So I'll just grab it all. Okay, so yeah, the logical place should be back to the overworld. But you know where we've got to go instead. It'd be so much easier with water, actually. But let's go to the End Islands. Don't die to Enderman now. Oh yeah, that was so fast. Okay, so cobblestone. Make a nice little pile. And use that pile to get up here. I think feather falling makes my life so much better. So much easier and so much better. If I'm being honest, my tip telling him not to die worked. Thank you so much, Battery Brains. So there's no way to get in there without an ender pearl, right? So I do have to throw it. And just to make sure that... I'm so worried it will, like, launch me below and then I'll die. Okay, you know, actually, you don't just have to live with fears in life anymore. If you don't like something enough, you've got to do something about it. So we're going to place all of these. Place a torch down everywhere. Just everywhere around here, too. We would just want to make sure there's as few Endermen as possible anywhere nearby here, really. Okay, that should be enough torches, I hope. Look how few Endermen there actually are. Like, I think it has made a very big difference to the overall numbers. Okay, so now we're gonna throw our ender pearl, and I'm gonna make sure, just under every circumstance possible, There is no way that this goes anywhere but great. So, I think this is about as good as I can hope for. I'm gonna eat my stack. And I'm gonna throw my ender pearl. And if my ender pearl misses, it will either land in the void or it will land directly below and I'll be fine. Yeah, I don't have an Elytra, which is usually the get out of jail free card. But like, what can you do? At some point, what can you do? So we're gonna accept. Oh god, chat. Okay. See, what can you do? You gotta live life the way the game gives it to you. Are there any end cities? Oh, perfect. Oh, it has an end ship too. So all I have to do is now not die to that. I can get an Elytra, and then that's my major source of death removed. And it's a much faster way to search for the rest of the things that I need. Whew. Okay. So now I am going to go down. Pro tip, to increase chances of completing... Oh, wait.
Pro tip, to increase chances of completing a run, spawn an ore at least near a desert. Desert temples have saddles to ride a strider in the nether. I am about to fight the dragon myself. Dragon.
What I think... So, it's also handy because you could use the saddle on a camel. But if you want striders of saddles in the nether, something I didn't even realize until I really thought about it. But, anyway, it'll come up in tomorrow's rare mob videos. But, there is another way to saddle a strider in the nether. And it's not even that rare. So, let's hope the end city has spire trim too. I mean... Yeah, let's all just assume it does. Let's all assume happily. You know what, let's hope no asses are made of you or me here. And let's get this done. I'm gonna make sure that there's no enderman near this too. I just feel like one of these spawning could, you know, ruin my day again. So now I'm gonna bridge out as a crouch. I need to be very quick. If it comes to it, chat, I need to throw an ender pearl. If an enderman knocks me off because I look at him, like, I need to be able to throw that ender pearl very quickly. I also need to have a... Okay, so we're gonna... Here's my plan. Here's my contingency, chat. If I look at an enderman, I'm gonna stand in here. Because when I'm in here, the enderman can't knock me off the edge. And if I'm clever about it, and I build a roof, like I just have, now an enderman can't... Even if he wants to, he can't get in here to attack me. And so they can stand there all they like, but there is not here. And someone will put a torch up there too, just like, again, I'm really trying to cover all my bases. I'm in my last little era of dying to an enderman in a really dumb way. And so I'm putting all my brain power on what is a bad thing that can happen? How can I avoid that bad thing? And I think we've got it pretty decently. But you only know when you make... Look at that, I got so close to looking at him there. You only know when you've made the horrible mistake, or you haven't, I guess. So, we'll use the end stone first. Place a torch down here. And I hate how big of a gap it is, but we have to do it, chat. There's no land way. Okay, so we're fine. We fine. I place one of these just to stop an enderman spawning next to me. I'm toggle crouched, which is good. Toggle crouched combined with the speed of swift sneak. Very lovely combination. Ooh, once you have an Elytra, this end exploration is basically taken care of. Yeah, that's why I was like, even though I'm bummed about the stronghold, it's gonna be hard to find another one. Once I get the Elytra, everything becomes so much easier. Even the end cities, funnily enough, like Minecraft just gets a whole level easier. And you know, that sounds like a game balance problem that they should definitely be working on. Don't get me wrong. But as an individual, I like it this way. I like knowing that my problems are... Oh, tell me I didn't look at one. Tell me I didn't look at one. So, yeah, that's an enderman there, which is a sign I need to have another torch nearby. And I just need to get some blocks, so we're just going to mine whatever we can here. I'm using my controller, which is kind of dangerous. I've moved the dongle, the adapter, to like try and like minimize any risk of it like disconnecting inadvertently, hopefully for the better. And yeah, now we're going to remove just a few blocks around here. Just tear the island apart. I probably only need like another dozen blocks. Toy Cat is being careful, so he's clearly being held against his will, says Diluted Dante. You know, I'm glad someone gets it. You know, please don't send help. Haha, especially not to 12 Privet Drive. Do the torches even do anything? Yeah, Endermen don't spawn in light in the end. I don't know if it's the same conditions as the overworld. I suspect not, in fact. Fact? Did I say fat? I'm sorry. I suspect not, in fact. Yeah, my brain is working weirdly. I'm gonna take 2 of these blocks just so I can definitely make it over that. So now we have a bit of a different issue on our hands. So I'll just make these into torches. I think keep my inventory simple. I need to get up to that end city. You can ender pearl up there. It's a little reckless though. So I think we just mine enough end stone bricks. Get it done that way. I stopped using wired because it disconnected so much. Oh, your wired disconnected. That's really interesting. Whew, unbreaking on that elytra. Phantom membranes. Oh yeah, the phantom membranes will be handy for that actually. The worst part of accidentally throwing blocks off the edge. Yeah, no one wants to do that. Yeah, playing carefully is not my instinct. I love a bit of recklessness in Minecraft. I'll concede. One of my favorite things. But yeah, collect some chorus fruit. Yeah, it'd be better to have and not need than to need and not have, right? So, let's go for it. Sounds good to me. How many blocks up do you think it is to get to the end city? It can't be that many. You know, I'm going to assume it's about 44. No, I'm going to assume it's 48. No, I'm going to go 52. 52 blocks feels like a very reasonable number. And we might need them in the future or something. I don't know. So let's just jump over that gap. That's terrifying, chat. I do not like that. Then let's look up into the sky. We're going to try and stack up exactly where it's safe. Or we could go into the main structure. If we get one shulker box, we could solve our inventory problems forever. That would be nice. Maybe we do need to... No, elytra first. Elytra makes every other problem so much easier. No, going up there with... No, I don't want to... Okay, let's go do this. Let's take on the structure as it exists using my end bricks. So there's going to be 2 shulkers guarding the door. So we're currently looking for the spire trim, I believe it's called. Okay, so I actually think I want to kill them using my other sword because this says looting on it. I don't know if you waste your ability on the... Okay, there we go. So we've got 2 shulker shells. That's enough to make a shulker box. And then now we've got all of our problems solved forever. Oh, we shouldn't have done that. Now we've got all of our problems solved forever. So, crafting table, make a chest, then I can make a shulker box. Hey, look at this, chat. We've finally gotten to that point where I can store these one-off items that I probably need, but like not right now, in a place. This pickaxe, gonna put it in there. Saddle, yeah. Bed, same thing. Like a hoe with Curse of Vanishing on it. You know, like just stuff like this. I could probably put one of my bundles in there too. Like the trim bundle, I'm not gonna need that trim bundle anytime too soon, right? So I put that there and then this over there. Look at all the inventory space that I just cleared up for myself. And now also I'm gonna pick up a bunch of items from here. Wouldn't that be nice? So yeah, let's go do this. Oh, what a start to the end we've had so far, chat. I'm gonna try and get out of this without having to deal with them. Like with bullies, if you ignore them, they go away forever, and that's totally valid advice. And if people say that's not valid advice, you can accuse them of not wanting to stop bullies. Because that's how it works. If people don't like stopping bullies, then they are bad people. And therefore you don't have to listen to anything they say, which is good. Okay, so now we're going to break the... So this is the easiest way to get the chests in the cities here. Oh, protection 4. I already have it. Do I want it again, though? Like, it might be handy if this is going to run out at some point. Yeah, let's go for it. So then we're going to have to go up the structure some more. I'm going to have to get these blocks back out. Let's go up the staircase. Oh, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me. Don't hurt me. He didn't hurt me. Whew. You really don't need all these bundles in your inventory? Wow, what do you mean, Dasher? That is, I take that as a personal attack. But, thankfully, I can take this bullying and make it go away. And I'm gonna ignore the personal attack until it does. Anything with Curse of Vanishing doesn't lose value in hardcore, though. Yeah, I would argue it gets additional value for being a flex. Although, actually, no. It loses value because it becomes more expensive to repair. Which is bad for most people. See, we went the wrong way. We need to go over there, and we're over here. So I'm going to hope that I get hit by a shulker soon. Yeah, I'll looking around. This will be easier with a elytra anyway. So let's just go down. It's fine. Everyone gets lost sometimes. So I'm just going to bridge across to here. Oh, this is scary, chat. Oh, okay. I love it. But as you can see, allows you to bridge over divides, which is very important. Look at that, no full damage. Okay, so we're just below the boat now, right? You see it? The ship, I guess. It's just over there, so we need to get hit again. So that guy's gonna shoot me, and I'm down with that. I hope. I'm gonna drink some Skittles juice while I do. So powerful. Then we're going to climb to the top of this structure. There we no. So yeah, I should probably climb to the top of that and then go. I've never seen it be so close, actually. Have you ever seen this before, chat? Like, the edge of the structure gets so... Oh, okay, there's one there. That's fine. That's great. I was just building one of these paths over. Don't make me fall now. Don't make me fall now. Don't make me fall. You know, whatever Diluted Dante said about me being careful, I'm going to have to rescind now. I'm not sure that that is a true statement of events anymore. Okay, so just place a block over here. Okay. I was trying to go down, but I guess Minecraft wants me to go up. So we'll do it, I guess. So we'll crouch to get in here. And we'll come in from the side again. It seems to be the most effective angle. Oh, wait, ooh. That's fine. Everything's fine, chat. We've got plenty of food. I've got so much food, it's rolling out of my eyeballs. So we'll take the steak. I'll just eat the steak now, yeah. And then I'll grab the next best food, or the next most plentiful food, which is 17 bread. That'll keep me in it until I can deal with my food situation. Then we come down the back here. I can actually put stuff in that ender chest now if I wanted to. But yeah, I'm just here to grab that block, which I'm gonna do. 4 emeralds. That's chill, I guess. I think I put my emeralds away actually, so I'll put them in there. That's blast protection and curse of binding. Won't be putting that on. And now we actually want him to go and knock me away. So please, if you could give me a little boost up this ladder. I don't like climbing all these stairs myself, so if you could help, would be. Hey, thank you, my man. I removed this step, so I kind of needed it. It was gonna be very awkward without them. Whew. I wish there was some sort of bread cube or block bread. I've got great news for you, bread and cheese man. I've got great news for you. Wait until you learn about the hay bale. It's gonna be your best day in Minecraft for a while. So I'm gonna kill you, not because I want you dead or your stuff. I just don't want you attacking me anymore. And now let's go. Okay, so end stone bricks. Let's use these to get over to the ship. Okay, so that's a shortcut. I don't want him to attack me up here. Once I'm down, I'm entirely fine. And then from in here, kill you. Yay, Elytra! Okay, so now we're also kind of hoping for the spire trim, chat. So if we don't get it, it's fine. Could be better though. Or if we get this, that's very nice. In fact, so nice, I'm gonna put it in my shulker box right now. I don't think I need any of these weird items I've picked up, but you better believe I should keep this down actually. You better believe I do want some of these less weird items. So, diamond shovel, yes please. This, yes please. Efficiency free, nah. Not worth going through the hassle, I don't think. Yeah, I think a shulker box is so perfect for like storing some of this stuff. And so that's what I'm gonna do. Actually, now that I've got protection 4 and fawns, I might as well put this on, and then I'll repair these two together when it comes to it. So just so that things that attack me get hurt. Right now, that might be a difference maker. And just in case it is, we should be prepared. So now, here's the risky thing. I've got protection 4 armor on my chest plate, and to equip an elytra, I have to lose 32% of that protection. That is a big increase. It means that I can't just treat shulkers like they're an annoyance that maybe will deal some full damage. This is very, very serious. So something to keep in mind. Also, you should try flirting with the shulkers. They're only trying to reproduce. At least buy them dinner first. Shouldn't they be buying me dinner first? I mean, I'm just saying. Also, oh, okay. I wish there was an E cube or some sort of E block, says E. So sad for you, E. So, yeah, right now I've got the elytra on. I'm going to have to be very careful about when I assume and when I don't assume I have it on. So now we're going to grab the gunpowder. And I guess just 17 of this for now. And we'll make 51 fireworks. Ah! Scary noise. And then we'll equip the fireworks. And we'll put that back in there. So now as soon as... Look at this, I'm flying, chat. Now we can just fly around and we can look specifically for these rooms here. These are the ones I'm looking for. Because these have the best chance of providing me. Also, what am I doing? Am I crouched? I am just crouched. They have the best chance of providing me with the chests, which I am looking for. So I'm not going to use many fireworks, though. Because I've got 51 fireworks to last me for a long, long time. And not a lot of gunpowder to go with them. So I'm going to treat my fireworks like they're sacred. Or to the as best I can. Whew, just swapped it when you want to glide. Yeah, that might be safe. But also, you know, when am I doing the safest option? Real question. Give me a real answer. So I've already been this way, which means I haven't been up that way. And so we can just stack up. We can equip the elytra. And we can glide over that. Isn't that nice? Put it back on. Yeah, I think that might be the, for at least right now, for the best. I'm just going for this chest over here, so knock me into it, if you will. Hey, so many diamonds. Oh, a nice as heck shovel, too. Oh, no, I need that. I think I would like that. I think I would really like that. Oh, yeah, let's... Okay, terrible situation, but quite easily dealt with, I think. So we'll equip the elytra, and then we'll just start flying, and then we'll just go get it. So, without my sword, it's hard to kill the... Wait, is this the same place? Oh, there it is. Okay, got my sword back. Let's get out of there. Oh, no, I wasted 2 fire... Oh, man, all that effort to not waste fireworks, and I lose 2 to something dumb like that. That's chill. So, yeah, I think that's everywhere in this place that might contain the thing. So, as you can see right here, if you're curious what we're looking for, if you're not familiar with the end cities, there are structures in here that have 1 high, like bungalows, I guess we could call them. The 1 high structures, they never have any chests of loot in. The 2 highs also don't, if I'm not mistaken. It's only the 3 high rooms, so that one over there that I was just in, that one over there, and then I think there must have been 1 I was in over there. So it's only those rooms that have a chance of containing valuable loot, like swords and diamonds or whatever, but also have a chance of containing the other things that we want. So I'm going to just put the ender pearls in here for now. I don't know. And we're going to have to do something with these potions, but right now, not going to deal with it. I am going to eat some bread, and you're sitting on 8 hearts. And why is bro keeping a hoe and a shovel? What? What do you mean, why am I keeping a hoe and a shovel? These are essential tools. This one has Curse of Vanishing. It's a perfect shovel. It's like literally perfect in every way. That's what I love about it. So let's fly this way. then let's maybe turn up our render distance. It is the end, so we do need to have that be quite high. Let's go up to like 52. And let's see if there's no... It's a tiny bit of lag as those chunks load in. But from here, we can see nothing. I see where I came in, so that's my portal that I came in from. But otherwise, if we want to find something, we might have to use a few firework rockets. It's actually quite rare to get to this stage and not see another end city. But it's the stage rat. So actually, I'll let these guys knock me into the sky. I'll get a freebie. I'll try and climb this as naturally as I can. Because, you know, this is basically a natural launching pad. So I should use it like one. Also, the little rooms of room access on the top of the tube rooms. The little rooms of tube access on top of the tube rooms? Do they sometimes have chests too? I feel like they might, but it's so rare compared to the... I want to see the ones you're talking about, actually. So Curse of Vanishing in Hardcore is OP. Again, it's not actually... It seems like it removes all the downsides. But it doesn't actually. So, yeah, you're saying those rooms there? I'm in one right now, and it doesn't have a chest. Are you sure you're not mistaken? It feels like there are more places that should have these, but I think it's just the end ship and then the free hive rooms. I'm fairly sure. So we're going to jump off this place now. I'm going to triple check I have an Elytra. That Elytra is going to die eventually, so it does have to be dealt with. But let's go. Wee. What am I going to find, chat? What am I going to find? Toy Cat, you're looking so slim and fit, like a nice piece of cheese or bread. Thank you very much, cheese and bread man. It's funny because if I consume too much bread and cheese, I might look less slim and fit. I'm actually, I think I'm the heaviest I've ever been right now. I used to, I had a weight, right, where I was, like, in my adult life, like, I remember when I was, like, I remember being, like, 12, and being 7 stone, and one of my friends being, like, 6 stone, but he was way too enthusiastically asking other people what their weight was, and so it was, like, a low weight, but I knew that was bad. I don't think most men are excited to be as low down as he was. But the, yeah, the, so I knew I weighed, like, but as an adult, I've only ever weighed, like, 170 is, like, the first weight I remember, and, like, being like, oh, yeah, that's, like, probably, like, the higher end of fine. But then so I set myself, like, a weight range of, like, 170 to 180, and realistically what happened is I'd hit 180 and be like, well, that's the top end of the range, so now I should lose a little bit of weight, and what ended up happening is, like, basically I'd lose, like, 3 pounds, gain 3 pounds. Now I've, like, because I've had, like, a Christmas season where I was doing a lot of working out, to be fair, but then it's Christmas after that. And then I went on a, you know, on a voyage with all-you-can-eat food. I think those two things together just have led to a negative net outcome in my actual. It's not what you're asking for, but I'll give you my actual physique. It's something I'm looking to work on. I've been tempted by those by the weight loss injections. You know, we worked out a cure for diabetes that apparently is just a miracle cure for everything else. That sounds promising to me. But yeah, I'm gonna see if I naturally, like, come back down just with my natural eating without having to force myself. But yeah, I also 170, not kilograms, I hope, says Dasher. No, I'm 170 kilograms. I think that might be concerning, actually. You know, if you ever feel bad about your weight, just remember in a different weight unit measurement, it would be even worse. That's something to think about, I guess. So, but yeah, more seriously, having an eating disorder as a kid is the most life-changing experience. It just allows you to regulate your diet. It just allows you to actually regulate your diet and be free. I think, yeah, it's weird. I feel like a lot of people, every time I speak to, like, some professional about it, they're like, you know, what you really just need is a healthy relationship with food. And I think I'm, like, only just now coming around to the idea that that's not absolute horse manure. You know, like, I think it's the most ridiculous thing to say, to, like, have a healthy relationship with food. And it's like, yeah, to eat less of the bad stuff and more of like. But I think I kind of get the idea of like it would be good if you didn't have to. Also, I guess there's a gap there that's like at 1.5 blocks. I think I get the idea that it'd be nice if I didn't have to try. I guess that's what people are actually saying when they say that. And I think I've made steps in that direction. Like I think everyone who comes from a place of, you know, like call it like limited access to food, but not actually limited access to resources. Let's be simple. When you come from a place like that, you naturally will see like, oh, there is a lot of food for very cheap. You know, like I don't know, like the fact that food can be food is for everyone a joy, right? Makes you think to yourself, and yeah, how do you get the most joy from food? By getting the most food for the minimum price. Just seems logical. Whereas trying to work out like, actually, the best food is a meal that makes you feel good while you're eating it and after. But I'm not fully at that point yet. Focus on proteins, carbs, fats, and micronutrients. See, but that's like saying so much, right? That's like saying, yeah, just focus on 4 things. And also, it has to be easy enough to eat, you know, like, because, you know, like, one of the other requirements is, like, it has to be affordable, and it has to be convenient. I don't have a great amount of time that I can spend cooking. And so that's the actual struggle if you really dive into. Also, these free hive rooms, because they're at the base, they don't have chests in. So this whole end city has nothing in it for me. Just these fun little stairs. Which feel like they're a bug. I need to go see what it looks like on Java, because I feel like it doesn't look like that. Yeah, why don't you take the ender chests? I don't have a silk touch pickaxe. Or I would. I would like to find a silk touch pickaxe, but cart before the horse, sadly. Just get a gastro disease, lost 3 stone last time. I had a bad flare up. Got so many compliments. Like, I'm like, thanks, I'm very ill. Yeah, that's an interesting one, huh? The relationship we as a society have with food is interesting too. But yeah, that's my just eat 2 meals instead of 3. Doing all that macro stuff is too much effort. Not many people succeed at that. Yeah, okay, so this is where this is one of those cases of like, I think there are a few things in life. Food is one of them. I think also I've definitely got an elytra. I've definitely got fireworks. Let's just go this way. As high as we can. And then as high as we can again. And then curve it. And let's see what we see, chat. A sailor went to sea to see what he could see, but all that he could see was the bottom of the deep blue sea. Okay, that's not promising end city. There's no point going if it doesn't have a single valuable room in it. We need to find another elytra soon too. My current one is dying. Yeah, not a lot happening here. Yeah, there's a few. If you pre-prep slow cooker dump bags and stuff, that's easy to throw in. Oh yeah, when I lived by myself, a slow cooker was the way to get great food. Without like I feel like the slow cooker. If you're watching this right now, chat, the 2 things you need if you're just, I know a lot of you are in the point where maybe you've just moved out with your parents, but for you, ideal viewer, I went through it. I feel like now it's like quite early to move out at like 21, right? Wait, 21, I think, 2016. So I'd moved out before that point, but that's when I moved out by myself, like into my own place. And it was, you know, you should also, I think there might be a rule about like live with someone other than a girlfriend before living with a girlfriend. Never good rule for life. But the 2 things you need in life, one of these came, you know, but basically you need a slow cooker and a fast cooker. The fast cooker used to be the microwave. It is ungodly. It is godly. I guess it depends on what you think a god should be. But it is a life changer having a microwave. But obviously everyone's kind of like, if the microwave was invented today, we would be raving about it. There would be channels dedicated to things you could microwave. But so the microwave is the game changer because you can have hot food quickly. You sacrifice. Nowadays you get the air fryer and it's more or less the same idea. It's just a fast oven. It cooks about twice as quickly. And it seems dumb, like, on the surface, if you think about it, like, waiting 10 minutes for a pizza to cook instead of 17. Or, you know, you got some frozen chicken tenders waiting, you know, like, 9 minutes instead of 16. It seems dumb, like, saving 40 to 60% of your cooking time. But that makes a huge difference if you've got, say, a 20, 30, 40-minute break. The time difference that it buys you is great, and it's also way cheaper on electricity. Like you've got all the benefits. Also, I'm gonna put this on. You've got all the benefits in the world. Okay, I'm gonna have to drink a potion soon, I think. I forgot just how dangerous these places are. Oh, but this room, right? This is the other room that has chests in it. Thank you. Some geography guy was shilling those. Oh, I've heard air fryers give you cancer. I haven't heard it from any verifiable sources. I just made it up right now, but it sounds true, right? So I wouldn't trust anyone who was shilling air fryers to me. Do I need gold? Not. Come on, buddy. You don't need to be doing this. So let's just stop them from doing precisely that. So in here we've got, hey, trim 7, 5-2, 5-2, 5-2, 5-2. Nice. Oh yeah, that's great. So now I'm gonna make some blocks, and I can't. I've not got enough crafting cables. Protection free and mending is nice, but not nice enough to take. So yeah, I don't want any of this either. It's just no value to me. Okay, so let's run away from this. I've heard they do 13-in-1 air fryers. Yeah, no, like, so the air fryer is kind of old school tech by comparison to the 13-in-1 air fryer. You haven't, because you know, in the terrible times of the mid 2010s, we did not have the technology yet. You had to have an air fryer that was separate to your slow cooker, because the air fryer is great for fast food. The slow cooker's great for really good food. Like, you get that benefit of, like, I think having long payoffs is great, but also, you know, like, in terms of, like, psychologically. But there's something about slow cooked food that just tastes real good. There's something about it, chat, let me tell you. We can't explain, scientists have not explained it yet adequately. But yeah, this is my second elytra. This one I'll enchant, maybe. I don't need to, but I can. Okay, so 2 more iron. Great. Do I need to do something about my inventory again? Hey, Battery Brains, thanks for gifting a membership. Okay, so emeralds in there. Oh, I'm breaking efficiency and curse of vanishing, and then efficiency free. So I take this pickaxe, and now I don't need this pickaxe. So then I'll put both of these pickaxes in the shulker box. Heck yeah, it's exactly what I'm doing. And then I'll eventually have to combine these 2 elytras together, but future me problem. But yeah, so the slow cooker is such a game changer. Also, have you heard of the gilded air fryer? Yeah, it allows you to cook. It allows you to slow cook meals, but in less time than an air fryer. It's crazy what you can do if you make up the abilities from thin air. Okay, so now we're going to that will stay with me, but both of these and this are going in here. So pickaxe 1, pickaxe 2. We should even throw pickaxe 3 in here. It is in here, perfect. So we've got a lot of pickaxes to go from, which is great. And at this point, we could decide to go and get some more armor. I think the only big compelling reason not to. Also, look at that. Yeah, another trim. I think the big compelling reason not to is probably that we have a limited amount of time. It's day 49. So, yeah, it's something to keep in mind, I guess. Okay, now we'll put the shulker shell in here. I might need more shulker boxes later. Who's to say? Just in case I do, actually, then. Maybe I should kill using this. Yeah, why not? Let's go kill that guy out there. Get a few more shulker shells. See if I value those. We'll get some instant healths, too. So where are you, Mr. Shulker? I will find you, and I will hurt you. So, okay. Nope. 1, 2. Switch out to the other one, and then, come on. No. Yeah, he's done. So then we just stand on this thing, and life is chill. I'm going to crouch to try and stay on the ladder for as long as possible, and we're good. So yeah, the actual solution nowadays is you can combine your slow cooker and your air fryer into the same machine. I think it's by Ninja, let's be honest. Every good appliance is. You can get a machine, chat, that turns anything into ice cream. The household appliance world is wide open right now for silly options if you're looking for them. But yeah, the fact that you can get like a 14-in-1. I did air frying and slow cooking. That's 99% of what you need. But it was also a sous vide if you wanted that. But what I valued also is that the only one? We're gonna go for it anyway. So as well as having a sous vide, it had a rice cooker, and it made such good rice. Okay, so we're gonna fly. Oh, I flew very poorly there. Looks like I'll make it through though. So yeah, I think that is okay. So we're just gonna kill everyone in here. It's gonna take a lot of hits. We're gonna get a lot of shulker boxes, just because I'm here anyway, right? 1, 2, 3. Okay, so 3 hits is enough to kill them with this. So 3 and then 2 of these is what we need to do. So now you. Okay, let's switch out. Go. Okay, so we've got so many shulker shells hanging around, and hopefully out of this we've also got well, not better leggings, but the exact same leggings. Just no, these ones have Swift Sneak on them. I could combine the leggings together maybe, or I could find more Swift Sneak. I don't know what my solution is, but I'll make it work. Then we're just gonna. Should I just deal with you from up here? I don't want to deal with that anymore, so I'm not going to. So this helmet has Mending and Curse of Vanishing. That seems like an improvement. This one doesn't have Mending, and a Curse of Vanishing would be just fine. The leggings are great too. The chest plate is not great. I think the leggings are more. I think that's a more important priority balance to have. Oh, don't forget the top of the other tube room. Yeah, I've got a lot of searching to go in through here. I've got 6 shulker shells. Oh, okay, hello. So I think this is the room I've already been to the top of. Oh no, it can't be actually. Looking at it more reasonably now. So let's get in. And let's see where the chests are. There they are. Okay. So there's a lot of attacks coming my way. That's the easiest way to stop them. Oh no, apparently not. Okay, so that's a shovel with lots of good things. Those are some boots, which are nice, but not for me. Theoretically, I could use them, but I don't think it's worth it. And now we're just gonna jump up and out. And so there's one more room worth looking at. So equip the Elytra again. I've got to really remember every time I jump. Otherwise, something bad will happen to me. And we're just going to go into this room because it's got one last chance. Maybe another set of trims. But maybe also we'll get like a mending helmet or something. Okay, that's not a mending helmet. Let's just get out of it. I'm taking the soonest exit I can. Okay, let's go. Let's put this on. Let's eat some bread. And let's think about where we go now, chat. So, I've got 7 trims. I think is it 20 I need total? What are you looking for? You have everything you need. I think getting more stuff is a bonus. And there's no real harm to getting it. Like, coming back here is going to be a huge time sink. So if I needed something later, it's better to have it and need it kind of thing. I think the shulker boxes in particular are like, like just being able to lug more loot around can be a curse too, don't get me wrong. But I think I'm going to prevent it from being one. So I'm going to put 3 potions in there, and then I'm going to switch out my leggings, I think. Oh, I like Swift Sneak though, yeah, that is a curse. This one's Curse of Vanishing, not Curse of Binding. But it's only protection. I think both of these need to be anvil situations, but there's no point using the anvil if it is going to cost me too much. So let's take off both of these. This is kind of risky because I hear some dudes around here. That costs 9 levels. That costs 25 levels, so we'll definitely do it that way around. That would be great. Yeah, we need the Unbreaking quite bad. So that just to compare though, this is my protection helmet. This is protection mending. I'm not paying 22 levels, I don't think. But I will pay 9 levels for the leggings. I think that makes some sense. Diamond leggings. Diamond, and then up, because I'm on 7 trims. There we go. Diamond, 7 leggings. And that way I'll stay humble, chat. Even when I have all of these armor trims, I'll remember that I got these when I had just 7. Hey, Soul Nugget, thank you for gifting a membership. And indeed, hi, congratulations on your new gifted member. Okay, so then we'll put these... We'll put the good one on. And then we'll put this one in there. And then we obviously have to do some more combinations of stuff at some point. Should we try, actually? This is unbreaking. Does this have unbreaking? It doesn't. So if we combine the two together, that would be ideal. The combination is probably going to be too expensive. It's 11. I think it's better to have a bunch of level 13 enchantments and then make that decision. And so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to store this for a little bit on me. And then I'll switch out later. I'm also going to choose to use the Elytra that's closer to being dead. Because as dangerous as it seems, I'd rather have the danger over in one push. So that's what I'm going to do. Also, I put away all my pickaxes, apparently. Chat, where is my pickaxe? Which do I want to use? Did I just... Oh, there it is. That's the one I want to use. I didn't see it because it was in the bottom left slot. Ooh, those shulkers are... Yeah, okay, you know what? Those shulkers are knocking you up like a... Yeah, yeah, man. I know what you're saying there. Broski's on a whole different wavelength. So yeah, I now have to work out where I am going. And I think the answer is back home. Does anyone see one of the end gateways, though? I don't see one. I'm off streamed or missed it, but why are these streams Nomad? The reason that... I think I called it Nomad last time, because the idea was I never make a base. That is the idea this time too, though, Polly. I know this is basically how I play Minecraft most of the time. But the specific goal is to not have a base until we have all of the trims. And so that's the definition, if you want to have it that way. So yeah, if we want to go home and we don't see one of those gateways, it's a 4,000 block fly that way. I want to say 1,000 blocks is going to use about 2 or 3 fireworks. So it's going to cost 12 fireworks minimum. I don't think we have a better choice, though. I'm going to check on the Elytra regularly. I've got a second one. Let's go. Let's see what we see. Oh, yeah. Okay, so I'm praying, chat, that I find an end gateway. I could always go back to the one that I came in from, but it's not actually that close by. So that's why I'm specifically not. I could also just run along the ground for a bit. Yeah, I think... Okay, honestly, let's do that. It's a tiny bit of time and efficiency. But think about it, chat. If I have only so many fireworks, I have to run on the ground either in the end here or in the overworld. If I run on the ground in the overworld, I have to climb over trees. Like the hardest dimension to walk through is the nether, and the easiest is the end. And so if I'm doing a lot of flying through the nether and the overworld, because I need to find I need to find the trim for the fortress and the bastion. I didn't do too much looking for the fortress one. But yeah, this playthrough reminds me of when people feel like they can't start building before they've got the best gear, but by the time they gear up, the passion is gone. Maybe I should address that in the end video then, Dasher. You know, right now I've heard, tell me if you all have seen this too. I've heard long-term survival worlds have started becoming in fashion. The forever world, if you will. I think it'd be fun to talk about it a little bit as someone who actually has been advocating for it from way before it was a cool idea. What do you think, chat? The problem is like, as a creator, every now and then I get to like this problem of like, how do I title this well? The title I wrote down in my notes was, My Forever World is 12 years old. How do you keep yours going? And it's like, that's not a good title. Also, it's 13, but you know, like the, what do you think I should talk about to do with like long-term worlds that would help someone who's just trying to get into it? If used well, you can get about 1,000 with 1 firework. Well, clearly I'm not using my fireworks very well. Cheers, Sal. That's what I'm learning right now. But yeah, because it's so easy for me to just sprint like this, I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to sprint across the end for as long as there is terrain here to sprint in. And if we find a gateway back home, great. I've seen you being referenced in one of those videos. It was fun. Oh, you should send me a link. I've spent my last like couple weeks when I got back I was like, I've gotta Google my name. You usually don't do this, but it's important just to like know what's out there. I've been like horrified of like, seeing stuff like that out there. I would love to see a positive reference to me in the world. Lovester shouted you out in their video about Forever Worlds. Oh, I want to see that. I want to see a. That's fun. I don't know who Lovestar is, but I want to see their shout out. I want to appreciate that. Old world good, make new one bad. That's a good title, Tyler Dante. That's a really good title. Yeah, it's interesting because a lot, even when we first spoke to Olraf on the channel, he was like, yeah, the reason I really, found your take on Minecraft interesting is because you do stick to the same world. It's what everyone wants to do, but for some reason doesn't do. Toycat, do large chest rooms perform better on Series X? I currently play on Xbox One X and my frame... I should not be reading that chat right now. And my frames drop, and I don't want to replace all the chests with barrels. Yeah, that's the easiest solution is to replace your chests with barrels. I'm glad you brought it up, so I don't need to, hurt you anymore. Yeah, it's... in theory, everything performs better on the Series X. That's the easy answer to your question. Everything works better. The practice of chests in particular, obviously, there is always going to be a limit of how many chests Minecraft can render in effectively. But yeah, that's the answer to your question, I hope. Maybe something like keeping a Forever World going for over 13 years. What do I do with all of these resources? I really like old world good, create new world bad. I really do like that. Coming up with things to do in late game worlds is too exhausting. Oh no, totally disagree, E. I think the struggle can be not coming up with what to do, but deciding between all the things. I think it's analysis paralysis. You see this when I play in my survival world sometimes, and I'm trying to like just pick an autopilot project. I'm like, I need to do this, I need to do this, I need to do this. Oh, this is a really big one. I think it's an understandable crisis, but a pretty easy one. So I couldn't bridge by going backwards on Series X, and now I can on Series S. So I think we need to sit down and we need to think about exactly what structures we're looking for. So we're looking for the fortress, we're looking for the bastion. Annoyingly, we're looking for the stronghold too, still. But overworld-wise, oh, the Trail Ruins. Oh man, I forgot. I think the Trail Ruins are another structure. I haven't prepared for. Okay, so the Trail Ruins, they're found in like taiga biomes, right? So yeah, we'll be fine. We can solve the Trail Ruins. I think honestly, like it takes like a couple of days, but if we find a good Trail Ruins, we should find all of them, right? Maybe we might need to find a few Trail Ruins. Okay, so I've got to allocate like some time to find a Trail Ruins. That might even be like the logical next structure to go for, actually. So I've equipped my Elytra. Elytra is equipped. I'm doing like the verbal confirmation to make sure I know. Now we're gonna fly up, and I'm gonna fly into that. This is kind of risky, you could say, but I've got fireworks in case I mess it up. So we just have to land it correctly. Come on, no. Hey, I did it. Perfect. Whew, always a relief. Okay, it's day 50 now, chat. We're exactly halfway through the challenge. And just under 16 hours deep. How to keep your forever world with a nostalgic thumbnail, perhaps, like a console screenshot. Trail Ruins have 4 trims. Yeah? That's, yeah, 4 brown trims, right? They've all got weird names, too. No one would ever want to use any of them. But it is 4, you're right. So, yeah, if we go to a Trail Ruins, we can go from 7 straight to 11. which is the dream. You know, it's a popular store for a reason, right? So yeah, I think we've gotten everything we need from the end. So I think the overworld is the logical place to go. Let's go! Hey, we did it! We beat Minecraft! Wow! Credits! Sorry. Okay, so annoyingly, I slept in a bed over here. I was hoping my last spawn point was broken. It wasn't. I was hoping to go back close to spawn, but being in a village is fine too. I can use this to my advantage. I'm gonna make a... Oh, it's lagging because I'm back in the overworld. I'm gonna make a... Also, Razor Shaper host and the one that looks like a Leo star sign. So I'm gonna make myself a cartography table, which I can do because there'll be sugarcane near here. And if there's not sugarcane near here, I've got sugarcane on me. We good. Okay, so I'm gonna need a lot of sugarcane and bones. That's why I have the bones. Thank God past me has thought about current me's experience, chat. Okay, so we're gonna make some paper, and then we have to chop down some wood using my brand new axe. Look how cool this axe... Oh, this is my old axe, never mind. But look how cool the axe is anyway. Someone criticized my shovel, so I have to validate all of my tools. Don't worry about me. I'm just doing some renovations. I'll put it back later. So now we're going to make... I shouldn't have made that into a stack of something, but it's too late. I've done it. Now we make one of these, and we find a cartography man. So, Mr. Cartography, where are you? I would like it if you were in there. So we've got a ton of emeralds sitting around somewhere. 6 emeralds in here, 45 in here. So we're going to get this box down now. I'll make the box more visually, like, noticeable by making it yellow, maybe. I think that's the logical thing to do at this point. We'll grab out the emerald blocks and the emeralds. This is where I keep my trims, so should remember that too. And yeah, let's just break this and put it in the crafting table. Yellow dye plus yellow shulker box. Yeah, nice. Okay, so then we're gonna look for our newfound friend. Actually, it might be that there's no one who picks up that profession unless we break someone else's. Are you gonna become a cartographer? No, you're unemployed. So there is a cartographer somewhere in the village because he's unemployed too. No, he's my cartographer. So now we're just gonna trade paper with him into... Oh yeah, we have to do that right now, I guess. I have no furnace. Does the village have a furnace? You can't use them anyway, I guess. So let's go to my hole in the center of this village. Assuming it's the village that I did eventually go to the end in. It is, in fact, very handy. So this hole in the center should have a bunch of just cobblestone set in it, I think. I don't want to go down there, though. So let's just mine these blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nice. I've got a very messy inventory, chat. I'm fully willing to concede that that is true. So take this, make it into sticks. Take the sticks, make them into, I don't know, torches. And then take the 4 torches and say they're gone. Then we take the rest of the cobblestone, make it into a furnace. Hey, yeah, 1 inventory slot is all you need, chat. Every other inventory slot is you know. Every other inventory slot is a lie. You don't need them. It's just pressure. But yeah, this is gonna be a longer stream because it's part of the Nomad series, chat. So usually this would be where we're wrapping up, but I'm ready to roll. I'm ready to really roll today. I've been trying to get into taking Saturdays off, but I figured because I just came back on like Thursday, it'd be a bit easier. And you just like get a stream in now rather than miss whole weekend. And I'm glad I did, chat. Let me tell you. Okay, so now do I have a bucket of lava on me? I do. We'll destroy 30 blocks of sand. And I'll use that lava because lava is just lava. Wonderful. Okay, 42 sand. In we go. Take the bucket out. Fill it with water. I've needed water so many times and just not had it. Okay, so while we wait for that, we're going to take the sugarcane. Wait. While we wait for... Does my inventory just not work in general? There we go. So while we wait for that... Okay, I'll drop the bucket just like that. I'll drop it, and then I'll put the sugarcane in its... Something is seriously wrong with my inventory, chat. I don't understand it. There we go. Works great. Bedrock has no issues. It's perfect just the way it is. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. I'll just drop these all on the ground. And then I'll make a pile of bone meal. Shadow items. Yeah, shadow items indeed. How do you have the energy to talk for a camera for more than 2 hours, says E? I'm guessing you're saying in relation to the idea of this being a 4-hour stream. I mean, the easy joke you say is you say, oh yeah, I speak Japanese, because I love to yap. I feel like it's weird that we invented the word. You know, like, I guess we're always reinventing lingo for basically the same things that we've been doing forever. But yeah, I feel like, it's a skill that was kind of like, I could say like, oh, it's a natural skill, but it actually isn't. Like, talking for long periods of time, I don't think should come naturally to anyone. I'm horrified if it does. But like, over enough years of making content, especially like, the default way to do a gaming video way back when was like, yeah, you are doing commentary over it the whole time. No one wants to hear you just randomly go silent for an extended amount of time. And because that's what some people just do. They'd be like, and so I'm going to trade for some paper right now. This is the villager. I actually can't find the villager. Yeah, the villager's not around. And it's like, well, I mean, like, that is how a normal person speaks. Let's be real. But the thing about the internet is you're having both sides of the conversation. So, like, you know, in this... And also, you know, like, if you had a friend that was around and said that, it'd be fine. But you'd be much more entertained if your friend was like, villager must be out on a bender. What he's doing right now is he's hiding away from his obligations. Don't we all wish we could run away to Mexico instead of doing our day job? Whatever dumb joke you make. Even a bad joke, right? An attempt at a joke is better than no joke in a lot of cases. Again, it's that same thing about what would make someone an entertaining friend and what makes someone an entertaining person to be around. What makes someone a good friend and someone who's good to be around aren't the same thing. And, you know, if you come into an entertainment platform as YouTube largely is, you probably don't want the most realistic situation. A lot of people would rather just be entertained, which is something I struggle with a lot. Like, I want to keep things real. I want this to be like something that is any amount real. We've discussed this over the years a lot about how, like, in a platform that is filled with not truth, I try my best to keep it at least some amount that way. But yeah, that is not the majority view, it seems. So I've got some compasses somewhere. Do you think it's in here? Where do I keep my compasses, chat? I guess I've just got redstone. I could use the redstone, use the iron. Yeah, it's probably the best move. I'll just make some compasses. I'll drop the paper for now, because it's not useful to me. And then I'll go and I'll make myself a couple of compasses. I need 2. One for the Woodland Mansion and one for... I guess I don't need the Trial Chamber, so I'll be going for the Ocean Monument. Like, actually, I know where the nearest Ocean Monument is anyway. Maybe I shouldn't make both. Yeah, I'll just make another compass so I can keep it in general. See, there are 2 compasses in here. Did I make 2 and I didn't realize it? But yeah, I think in the shulker box I've got an extra iron. I'll make 4 compasses. More compasses is always better than less compasses, right? Fewer, I should say. We demand the silence trim, not the silence toy cat. Yeah, he went to go yak with his friends, says Chilius Beaners. The exclamation for the villager makes perfect sense to me. Don't we all like to yak with our friends? But yeah, it's kind of a skill, like, you know, it's not like a specific... Okay, there we go. It's like, I don't know if you want to call it a skill, because skill implies it's like an inherently positive thing, I think, in a way that isn't necessarily true. So I'm going to make myself one of each type of map. And I'm going to use this just as my guiding star. I need something to lead me in a direction. So that's what I'm going to pick. I'm not going to sleep through the night, by the way. I'm just going to sleep in the bed to reset my odds. And then I could just leave this running, honestly. I might be better off leaving it running, yeah. And I'll put the glass panes in there for now. Although if I take some glass panes with me, I think that could be smart. Yeah, if I let this smelt just a little bit further, and then I put the glass panes in the box, then future me could use those glass panes. And even though there's not many of them, it'll save me some time, which will be good, presumably. So in you go. Perfect. Nice. Now we just need food. We can easily get, like, we might as well get the most basic source of food that we can. Like, it's literally hanging out here. But then we'll deal with these maps in a minute. So, I hope the Phantom Reset is true for Bedrock. I'll come after you if it's not, Dasher. It's a skill for sure. Tea is good, be it herbal or verbal. Oh, that's a fun phrase. I haven't heard that before. I think the actual question, though, is, like, how do you talk about things that are interesting for more than, 20 minutes in a row? And the answer is I don't talk about things that are interesting. That's my solution. But the better solution for most people. Also, should I just trade in these? Yeah, I think I'm gonna go find my brewing villager, if one exists. In fact, if one doesn't exist, I bet I could make one exist. I want to just get rid of these random rotten flesh that I have under false pretenses. You know what? That's not working though. Let's just get out. Let's make these into panes. Make the panes into here. Maybe also put the looting sword in there. I don't know. And then, yeah, maybe the rotten flesh in there. Like it's theoretically useful, but definitely not right now. Then let's make some bread, like all of the bread in the world. And now let's go. Okay, chat, we ready? Let's go on a journey. That journey is gonna be. So this is my Woodland Explorer map. It's just a good guiding star. Like, if I need a direction to go in randomly anyway, we'll use this. So if I'm in the bottom right, that means I'm on the positive X, positive Z. So I need to go negative Z, negative X, which is over here. Whew, let's do it. So yeah, I think finding interesting things to talk about can be hard. For some, but I also, like, I think I have the opposite problem of, like, I always start a stream and I'm like, oh, here's something that we should talk about. Here's something we should talk about. Like, this is my rule for, like, conversation in general. If you're ever worried about meeting someone, like, old or new, if you're worried about having a conversation with someone, I think the easiest advice that will take you surprisingly far is, like, just prepare a couple of things to talk about. And so if there's a dead time in the conversation, you can whip out your pre-prepared what you would like to talk about, right? Because if you try to think about it in the moment, you'll forget. You'll be panicked and nervous and you won't be able to remember it. In the same way that, like, I don't know. Whenever you're under pressure, it's harder for your brain to function on actual things because it's so focused on the pressure. Which is not ideal, some people would say. So, I think we're going to have to make a boat. We're going to go on an ocean trip, by the way. So, yeah, I think the highlight of the entire series is how overpowered the trial chambers are in the early game for leveling up with great gear. Yeah, that's... I think that's the most useful thing you can take away from this. It is true. So, it depends on what you consider interesting subjectively. Yeah, if you set yourself really high standards for what's interesting, there's a bit of a thing of, like, this is what a lot of news reporters will say to each other, like, and it's, like, kind of true for early YouTube too. And it's like, it's better to have something bad than nothing at all. And that's kind of true for a conversation topic. Again, when you're really comfortable with someone, a comfortable silence is so much better. But, like, if you just, if like, there's a pure silence and you say, are zebras black with white stripes or white with black stripes? It's dumb, but it shows, like, one, that you're willing to talk, and that's, like, nice that you want to have a conversation. You're not looking for an out. It can be whimsical. It can show all sorts of fun things. I don't know. Yeah, I think moving away from the spawn area might not be the perfect decision. I should maybe be looking for a stronghold more than I should be looking for this, but I think the Woodland Mansion's a perfect go-to structure. You would enjoy masterclasses so much. What is a masterclass? I only know masterclass as like a, oh yeah, that was an absolute masterclass. I thought it was just an adjective, not a real thing. I enjoy the conversations. Thank you, Bird for Life. And I hope you know that I enjoy having them. I heard a really interesting quote from Carl Jung today. He's like a famous Swiss psychologist. A lot of weird theories in psychology can basically be traced back to him in some form or another. He's like, you know, if you know your psychology, you know it. But one of the quote I heard that was really interesting is like, the greatest shadow over a child's life is the unlived life of their parents. And I thought it was like a fancy and wordy way to describe something that I've been trying to say forever, which is like, I think if your parents have too good and too well put together for life, it's actually a problem for you as a person. And that sounds like insanity until you think about it though, right? Like, I think one of your like, as a species, the way we've always been able to survive in life, like we have limited time spans, right? We will all die someday, as a famous mug once put it. It's the only place you'll ever hear that particular observation. Yeah, I'm gonna get myself some gravel, by the way. I should probably just use sand. I don't know why I'm not just using sand, but we've mined some gravel. I'm gonna destroy I think I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take on a Elder Guardian. Like, it's right there, and I've got the TNT on me, right? Oh no, I have the TNT. Where'd I put the TNT? There it is. So we're just gonna do it, chat. It's really hard to get into an ocean monument without a waterproofing potion, but it's not impossible, and let me show you how. Yeah, Masterclass is an amazing content website, top-notch professionals, and people who have made it in one way or another. Oh, that's cool. I should go check it out. Bring milk. It doesn't work anymore, Cat. If you milk, they immediately re-guardian you. I feel like it was better when you could milk away the guardian effect, like it was a perfect counterbalance, but no longer, sadly. So I'm going to remove the fireworks, replace them with this. I'm going to get out the TNT and replace this, because it's not going to be that useful anyway. Okay, so here is... Oh, I need a flint and steel. Oh, I put away my flint and steel, chat. So I guess I could just sit here if I wanted to. I could just mine the block, right? I don't think it will mine in time, though. I think even with efficiency 4, your water bar is just too short for that. So what we instead need to do... Oh, but if I get out my... Oh, my flint and steel being in one of these is a terrible decision. All of a sudden. I could make a new flint and steel. Okay. We messed up, chat. I needed to get a flint and steel out before I came to this place, not after. Do you have redstone? Oh, yeah. Wait, No, I just got rid of all my redstone, too. I could make a button, I guess. I can make a button. Guardians shoot through armor. Beware. It is true. Okay, so I'll make a button. There we go. That's the solution. Oh, I don't have any... just get away from me. Okay. So basically, TNT doesn't work underwater, chat. But what if the TNT wasn't underwater? That is the basic question we are going to be raising. And the way we're going to do it is like this. I think I did that horribly wrong, by the way. Yeah, I did do it horribly wrong. I need to place TNT in the middle there. Okay, we're going to do it anyway. So we place our TNT there. And we place gravel on all sides of it. And then we're going to place gravel on top after we... Okay, so we're going to put our button down on the TNT. Then we're going to get gravel out. And so now... So TNT doesn't explode underwater. But do you know what does work underwater? Wait, you know what we can do is we can make it not underwater by detonating it with that on top of it. Okay, so now we're going to place another one there. Just to really... Okay, there we go. And now we've made a hole into the ocean monument. So we do have to be cautious because it is still an Elder Guardian, right? Like, obviously, it's not an easy peasy get in, get out sort of situation. But we will just quickly... Oh, he does a lot of damage. We will just slide in and then slide out. Oh, we got most of our gravel. Oh, what was that? Was that a trident drowned? What was that? It sounded so metallic and dealt so much damage, chat. Is that the Elder Guardian? It must have been a trident drowned. It sounded so metallic. I don't see it, though. Okay, let's go. Oh, yeah. What is it? I think it is just this guy. Oh, he's swimming out. I've never seen him actually leave the structure like this, chat. Have you? Oh, yeah. It's bad, though. It's bad. Okay, so 7.5 hearts. Not ideal, not the worst. Man, is that a new noise? I've never heard it. Felt so clunky. I don't know where the Elder Guardians... Okay, he's down there. Weirdly, that's quite it's a lot more annoying than when he sits in a corner. But I'm just gonna wait for him. I'm gonna wait for my health to heal. I'm just gonna go in and do like another big, blitzkrieg all at once. Just... Oh. Okay, let's go for it. Okay, go. Oh, it hurts so bad, chat. It hurts so bad. Like, if I take, like... With all of that armor, I'm still taking, like, 3-4 of those, and then it's over. So I'm healing up fully for each one. Also, see what I mean? Just the moment you run out, they shoot another one at you. Which I can understand being on, like, a timer, like, they can do it once every 2 minutes or something. But they just do it continuously. Hey, he's dead. Okay, any trims? That's a sponge. That's a fish. And that's a prismarine? Not that useful. So then we're going to do the exact same thing, but over here. This is why I only take these guys on after I have netherite. Netherite doesn't actually protect you much more than, you know this. I don't need to explain it. Okay, so we're going to go in for this one next because it looks a bit easier. So we're just going to drop some TNT right over here. I'm going to have to put a button down there soon. Yeah, that armor piercing does in fact hurt. So drop that out. Get this in. Oh, I'm choking to death. Okay, easy peasy. Let's detonate another explosion, shall we? Okay, so we're just gonna put that on top. And then now that TNT is definitely gonna be able to detonate. It's gonna hurt some guardians, which is very satisfying. And now as soon as I'm at full health, I'm gonna charge in there and maybe even make myself a an area where I can breathe. If I use endstone bricks. And yeah, I think I can get myself a little bubble in there. Okay, chat. So here's how you breathe underwater. Life pro tip for everyone watching. You find a corner, or really we can make a corner like this, and then you just put gravel in there, and now this is going to be a place that we can breathe. Oh, but now we're trapped in here. Whoopsie. So we have to now remove this block, which I'll do with my super fast shovel. In theory, if the Elder Guardian spots me, he could kill me, but it's a pretty fast shovel. Okay, let's go. It's Guardian killing time. He's gonna hurt really bad, but I've just got to be used to that. Got to expect that, and I'm gonna just go. Charge. Oh, that's drowned. That's doing a lot of damage too. But again, we're just gonna breathe in this little hole. Finish him while no one's looking. Come back in here. Maybe I should make a little defensive wall. Nice. And I'm just gonna eat here too because I am on lowish health. And Impaling 5 Trident is a godsend when it comes to monuments. Yeah, you can see why. I think quite easily here. So, yeah, I think... Where'd he go, actually? Chat, do you think that looting makes a difference for the trim? I think it doesn't. I'm like 90% sure it shouldn't. But let me know if you disagree. Okay, so put that up so he can't attack me. Now let's go. No, he does so much damage. It's crazy. Okay, now we're choking to death. But it's okay. We've got enough time to deal with these problems as they come up. Okay. Too many of you. Eat one of these. Ooh. Hi, glad to make it. You've got this, says Nugs and Ranch. Good to see you, Nugs and Ranch. I'm feeling pretty good today. I'm feeling the biggest one that I only remembered just now on the spot. Hey, is he dead? Did he give me a trim? Wow! Chat. Do you know what that is? It's a 20% chance, but we got it on our second try. That is what I'm talking about. So I'm gonna drop away the flint. And I'm gonna go in there, and we're gonna pick it up. And as soon as we've got it, I can officially say that we've got our 8th trim locked down. So I'm gonna have to breathe again. So I don't need to actually kill any more Elder Guardians. I don't think looting affects any drop percentages, it just makes the quantities better. Is that true? That doesn't feel true. But it might be. So yeah, let's okay, let's get out of here. Let's see where we go now. So yeah, I'm following my Woodland Explorer map, but ideally I would find a... Like, it'd be real nice if I could get my hands on a... it'd be really, really nice if I could get my hands on a Trail Ruins before then. I'm a little anxious about Trail Ruins. The last... Like, I think 2 Trail Ruins is the minimum I should be planning for. And that's a lot of archaeology to have to do. So there's a lot of time that I think I haven't properly allocated for them. But again, we're 51 days in. We've hit the halfway point. It's going well so far. You got the shipwreck one, right? Oh, no, I haven't actually. I'm surprisingly. But I haven't got it yet. I figured though, it's one of those, like, easy I can mop it up later sort of ones. If you know what I'm saying. Riptide is the best trident enchantment. Yeah, I like Riptide. Also, Tide is gorgeous. You know, hard not to at least understand where you're coming from with that. So let's throw it into the trim bag. Honestly, very lovely looking trim bag. I think I'm going to move, just so I don't ever think I've lost it, I'm going to move this from the bottom to the top. And then I'll do the same with this. Oh, but now... And then we'll do the same with that. Where's all my silence trims, actually? I think I keep them somewhere else. There they are. So I'll move all of those into this, too. Okay, so in 3 more trims, items will start getting lost in there. Also, I'll move out the ender pearls. Oh, I can't move the ender pearls. Because they are ender pearls, and they take up too many slots. 8 ender pearls is great that way, though. Okay, then we're going to put the emeralds back in here. And I don't need a copper ingot. So, yeah, we'll just drop this. Pick this up. Oh. Maybe a milk bucket would be good. Yeah, true. I think wither skulls are a high percentage. Don't forget the desert well and ocean ruins. Definitely no trim for the desert well. As much as I would love one. But yeah, the... Also, not for the ocean ruins either. They're just archaeology targets. Not useful for anything else. So yeah, when I get closer towards that biome, I think I'm going to start flying. But if I can do a lot of journeying by not flying, that'd be great too. Also, here's a fun question. Do you think that the Ocean Explorer map loads up the moment you trade for it? Or do you think it loads up the first time you open the map? You need copper for a brush. Oh, yeah, I do. I specifically do need that copper, actually. It's... Actually, you know, what is the brush recipe? I don't know it off the top of my head. Is it 1 string and... I've always got the old recipe in my head. Oh. Brush. The brush is 1 copper, 1 feather, 1 stick. Oh, I probably could have, like, basically made it right now. Whoopsie. Now I know. Oh, God, I hate this so much. The moment you open it. Yeah, these are the questions that plague my mind, says Hannah Joys. Yeah, I always have far too many of them on the top of my head. Real problem. Real problem. Pretty sure it's the moment you hold it. So yeah, I can hold on to that Ocean Monument map for a while now. That might be useful. I don't know how, but it's nice to know that it might be. Also, my plan is I'm going to go all the way out to the Woodland Mansion. Then I'm going to find a stronghold around there so I can get back to the main spawn. I think that's the logical way to do this one. Oh. And that maybe it makes sense to use some fireworks now. Or in fact, it makes sense to kill creepers tonight to try and get more fireworks. I think that is actually the right call. I maybe should use a looting sword. Yeah, let's get my looting sword out. This is actually going to be quite useful tonight. Let's put the... no, I'm just going to put this... Oh, God. How have I still got the mining fatigue? Just come on. Just... Okay, it's leaving me soon. Honestly, I have a bucket, and I walked past some cows. But I chose to make beef rather than milk. And that's on me. It's entirely on me. I'll drop the gravel. I'll get this out. And then I just saw a creeper a second ago. Let's go kill it. So I actually probably could use some more bones. There we go. There's the creeper. So we hit it once with the sharpness. And then we finish it off with smite and looting. And that's free gunpowder. Gunpowder is going to be very, very valuable to me. So getting some more of it is going to be great. We're going to pick up our fireworks. Oh, another creeper. Yeah, again, if we're finding them naturally on the way to where we're going, I don't see any way we get substantial... Oh, whoa! Super knockback, apparently. And there, just throw it right in there. And then we can now afford to use a little bit more fireworks on our journey. So, looking at the map, we're still tiny, which means we're at least 1,000 blocks away. It might even make sense to go via the nether, except we don't need to do that first, because this is where we're heading right now. Okay, chat, you familiar with this guy? His name is not Steve. But, yeah, I'm going to switch out just in case. I'm going to make myself a bunch of resin now, too. Oh, how did this happen? Okay. So this is a funny situation, have an enderman and a creaking on you at the exact same time. There we go. Free ender pearl. Throw it in the slot. Okay, so now we're going to punch this guy over Woodland Explorer map a few times. The goal is just to get as much resin to spawn as is humanly possible. And then we're going to put the resin away somewhere. I don't know where. Also, if you could deal with each other, that would be chill. But if you can't, I understand. Very hard to resist. Everyone feels an ethnic conflict from time to time. So I've got 5 resin now. I'm going to need at least 20. So chat, here's the goal of this series. I'm trying to get every single trim, right? But as part of my journey to get every single trim, I need to also, because part of the goal is to make it with resin, I need to get enough resin to make them into resin versions of themselves. Because that's going to be the newest version of every single trim, right? To truly say you've got them all, you need to do it with resin. I think, at least right now, the novelty bias is telling me that. Creaking and enderman is hell. Yeah, I know, right? Having to think about how to deal with both at the same time. Not a fun situation. But yeah, just punch them a whole bunch of times. Punch it down. Punch him down. Come on. You got any more for me? It is weird the way that resin works. It doesn't feel like a very logical mechanic. Gonna level with you here, chat. Not that controversial an opinion, I don't think. But I just don't think it is that reasonable. Oh, there's some more resin over here. So I'll pick it up just because I already made it. And I'm going to fly out there, I think. The creaking can try to attack me all he likes. Oh, I don't have a leeches. I don't have an elytra on. So let's fly. And see if we can't get any closer to this. So my elytra is going to die too. Man, yeah, there's a lot of limiting factors on how far I can fly here. But this works for now. Until it doesn't. But I'll choose to focus on the for now bit. Resin is so nice. Okay. Does skeleton shooting the creaking give you... Also, wow, look at how much damage I took. A reminder, I'm going to be cautious. Especially not having a chest plate when I land. Maybe I should try landing by switching to the chest plate. That is a thing you can do on Bedrock. Presumably on Java too, actually. So... Yeah, today I learned you make resin versions of trims. Oh, battery brains, you're missing out on one of the coolest features. Yeah, resin and silence, I think, is genuinely the best looking netherite trim. So you need to get 2 of every trim? Why do I need 2 of every trim? I think it'd be nice to have a copy of every trim. But I wanna make a resin version of each trim. You just take full damage, says E. Yeah, you take full damage instead of taking, you know, like crazy hitting a wall damage. Also, this is another creeper. I said when I'd find one, I'd take advantage. So let's do that. Oh god, my inventory is a mess. I could see leather being useful for future me. That's the only way we can land on Java. Yeah, the lack of a cancel button is, it always frustrates me. Gotta say. Wait for phantoms to spawn? Why would I wait for phantoms to spawn, Dasher? Are you saying so I can, like... Is that, like, a good way to... No, I don't know. Why would I? But yeah, Balo talks about the jet ski fund. You know what's sad? Look, I think it might have been on stream, but I found out you can't just put a jet ski in the Thames. You need, like, a license or something. Very British of us. To require a license to... Even, fun fact, I looked it up because I've been watching it. I'm sure some of you are too. There's a YouTube series of a man trying to get all the way down the River Thames using a kayak, basically. Okay. But, like, so I looked it up, so I was like, I don't think you can just put a kayak in the Thames. But I was like, nah, that's me being too British. And it's like, nope. You need a non-powered pleasure craft license or permit or something. And I've got to say, kind of crazy. So, right, phantoms can't help you in any way in this situation. To get phantom membranes to repair your elytra. Right, I see. That makes a lot of sense. Thank you very much, Kat, for explaining. That makes a lot of sense. You know what, though? Do I want to... I've got a phantom membrane. You know what? I'm fine. I'm going to put this endstone brick pile away, so I have one fewer inventory slot. And then, yeah, I guess I'll keep my... if I know I can get phantoms, and I know I can because I'm going to be out all night trying to get lucky, you know? But since I know that is true, we'll be fine. Put all of the bundles in the shulker. No, the bundles are useful. I can access them so much easier. I like the bundles. The bundle system is great. Don't let anyone tell you it's not. So yeah, let's fly towards the Woodland Mansion. 1 elytra. I mean, 1 firework. 2 firework. And then, I don't know, like 3 firework, but like aim downwards. So I'm going to keep regular eyes on this chat. Because if I do fall, it might kill me. But here's what my journey looks like. I'm really desperately looking for a trail ruins. There's no, like, real indication that you are going to find a trail ruins when you do. But yeah, so to see, this is me being like, oh, I had a prepared conversation topic. I will come back to that because I have no idea what I'm talking about right now. Do I need the Pillager Outpost trim or have I already gotten that one, chat? I have to check, I guess. So I'm no closer to the structure, which is understandable and predictable. Okay, so I'm going to look at this. I think that this is wild armor trim. I think came from a jungle temple. Weirdly, I think I've got jungle temple down, but not either of the easy ones, the Pillager Outpost or the shipwrecks. So we might as well quickly hop in, hop out for this, right? Yeah, let's do it. If we see a shipwreck too, then why not? But this should be an easy structure with all of this armor. I'll find out if it is. This is always the one that gives me hassle in the early game. What about the potions and the bones? Oh, the bones are useful, Bobby Bats. Don't let's... And the potions are going to be emergency potions. You don't want to not have your emergency potions because you didn't have inventory space. That doesn't make any sense, does it? So yeah, should be an easy peasy job. Just roll our way in here. Maybe put some space in between me and what's happening here. Oh yeah, lots of scary people doing lots of scary things. So I'm just gonna, okay. You can run at me. That's chill. I'm just here for your chest though. You really, if you just move away, if you stop defending this chest for your life, you might not have to lose it. Okay. Ooh. That guy's hurting me through the shield, it feels like. Does piercing go through shields? Hey, we got one of these. So let's make some space for it. Crossbow on the ground, crossbow on the ground, crossbow on the ground. Ominous banner? Not going to keep the ominous banner, but I am going to keep Bad Omen 5 in here. And then we're going to check the chest, and okay. That's fine. Goat horn, I guess. I should keep the goat horn. It just feels right to, you know? Chat, you like this goat horn? I don't. Yeah, not my favorite. So, let's go. Whee! Off to the journey. So I'm going to keep on piling up my cooked beef so that the next time I'm in the nether, I'll have a good source of food. But I think for the overworld, bread is perfectly fine. I think the metallic sounds are the thorns enchantment. Oh, that makes so much sense. I'm activating thorns. That's why I keep making clinks and everything sounds extra harsh. Why not just make another shulker box? Yeah, that's a good idea. No, if I have 2 shulker boxes, I'm never keeping track of what's in where. Okay, let's do it. Let's do some inventory management. Bones, admittedly, those are a niche situation item. Fire resistance, that's required. I might fall into lava at any time. The hoe should be in here, and it's in here. See, I already knew that. Leather, it's not really an immediate requirement, I guess. The shovel, it's so niche to need a shovel, right? Yeah, I'm not going to need a shovel for a bit. 35 coal, I need that sometimes. The Ocean Explorer map, I'll just throw in there, though. Okay, there we go. I freed up some space, chat. Are you happy? I hope you're happy. And it's my soul that's dying right now. So check the Elytra. It's quite low, but it's perfectly fine otherwise. Now let's do a couple of flies. 1 fly, 2 fly. And we're just going to do it. We don't want to go too ludicrously high right now. Because again, that Elytra, oh yeah, even at its current level, I'm looking at it and I'm gonna have to stare at that for a while, you know. Oh yeah, I don't love this, chat. I don't love it. Let me recheck it. Yeah, it's gonna be fine though. It's gonna survive. I think I'm gonna have to make a boat to do a lot of this journey though. Although actually, there's a tiger biome. What do you reckon? Can I survive? You know, I'll switch. Okay, so we'll switch just so I can look in the air. This is where I always find trail ruins, chat. So, trail ruins, trail ruins, trail ruins. Does anyone see a trail ruins? There's no way to find a trail ruins. There's no, like, locator map or indicator. You just find the blocks at the surface sometimes. Actually, are they even meant to be at the surface? No, they are meant to be on the surface. It's the fact that the rest wasn't that was the bug. So, yeah, right now, not finding one, that's fine. I would have liked to have found one, but I am accepting of the fact that I have not found one. Okay, are we closer to the Woodland Explorer? Wait, we went over the Woodland Explorer map. We have to go back this way. We went too far to the... so if south is negative Z... No, south is positive Z. So we went too far on the negative X. We need to go slightly more positive X. Which I might as well just do, actually. Although, actually, I kind of... Yeah, I want to look through this biome for any sign of a trail ruins. You seeing one, chat? What is a trail ruins? I've never heard of this. So it's the archaeology structure. You'll find a bunch of suspicious gravel on the surface. Or like terracotta, I guess. You need it for archaeology. And oh, we're close to the structure now. That's very exciting. That's very, very exciting. Water bucket, please. Nah. Appreciate the idea, but I'm good. So yeah, we're now hoping, really hoping, I would say, that we can find a trail ruins. And if we don't find one, then we'll just go to the Woodland Mansion. Because once we go to the Woodland Mansion, we're going to have to come back home. Oh, okay. Oh, this is fine. And I don't know if, like... I didn't see... Chat, have we seen a trail ruins in this run so far? I don't think we have. But I think spawn was at least good biomes for it. So, like, it was a lot of taiga biomes near spawn. A lot of climbing over mountains and dumb stuff like that. So maybe, just maybe it'll turn out fine. In the meantime, it'd be cool if we did just find one randomly. Remember, axes disable shields. Yeah, we're not equipping the Elytra anywhere near the Woodland Mansion. I'm wearing full armor, and then I'm using careful block placing. And then I've got my enchanted golden apples, and I might even pre-eat one. I might just eat a regular one, to be fair, actually. But I am going to the max. To the max, to the max, to the max. Use fire. Yeah, fire's a good bet too, honestly. It's not the worst bet. But yeah, I kind of like that we're getting the badge structures out of the way first. It's making for a really logical route. And it means that we should be able to sweep like 4 or 5 trims on our next part of this. If we can defeat the Woodland Mansion today without being dead at the end of it. Which, to be fair, there's an if attached to that. Ooh, grey puppies. Be nice to collect them all, huh? Have some block out then. Yeah, I'm going to have a block out when I get there, but you can see I'm at least like 1,000 blocks away right now. I'm gonna have my acacia wood out. That's my plan. I'm so anxious right now. Trust me, most of the time when I'm playing Minecraft, I don't die. You know, there are exceptions, but most of the time, it goes just fine. But yeah, the thing about living in your parents' shadow is really interesting to me. Because or rather, living in the shadow of your parents' life not lived. Because it's the stereotype, right? Of what, if you ever ask your parents, like, oh, why do you do this? And they're like, so I can provide a better life for them than what I had. You know, your instinct, the two things that humans do are survive and reproduce. And reproduce is kind of an extension of the survival function. Because if you can't survive, because bodies have a max lifespan, then some tiny percent of you can survive. You know, until we invent technology that allows us to live till 150 or 500 or infinitely. Yeah, you know, like cancer cells can live to like 8,000. So in theory, if you could turn your entire body into cancer, you could live for 8,000 years. But until we work that out, right? And even then, you have to not get hit by a car or a futuristic space taxi in that time. But yeah, so if we if we assume that like really like one of those things is just an extension of the other one, which I think it is, then you realize that like, so therefore the pressure is kind of on you as a child. Like it shouldn't be. I think parents shouldn't put it on there. But remember, there was a Vex. I had to run, but I panicked. Yeah, I have a really good bow and arrow, so I'm gonna do great. Connor is super goofy. I would love to see cancer defeated in my lifetime. Yeah, I think the surprising thing, if it makes you feel better, anyone here, cars don't hit me, I hit cars. You know, that's a good rule. If you hit the car first, the car legally can't, you know, it shouldn't be hitting you back. That would be retaliation. So if we become better at negotiating our cancer, we become immortal. I think basically, yeah, you know, it's the shocking thing about cancer, right? But anyway, so what I think is interesting is that if your life kind of continues into your children, then there's kind of a pressure of like, you really don't want your children to make the same mistake. Oh, there's the Woodland Mansion. You really don't want your children to make the same mistakes you make, but also there's a blacksmith just down there. And also, you want them to do the things that you didn't. You know, kind of the same thing, I guess you could say. And so that's... I thought it was really... Oh, my God. Chat. Wow. What the heck? Killing it right now. So, yeah, I thought it was a really interesting point about how that becomes something deep inside of you. But also, as well as being like a negative, that like, oh yeah, well my dad never made it into law school, so he's made it my life mission to go to law school, even though I want to become a clown. You know, the stereotype that comes up in every situation this is present. But, you know, outside of that, there are lots of negatives to it. But also I think there's like, I think it's kind of nice to have the positive angle of it, which is like someone who has goals and aspirations and hopes for you. You know, you have possibilities to, also, hate my life. You have possibilities of messing it up, letting them down, etc. But you also have the possibility of like, oh yeah, making them feel like their life led in a really positive direction, not just for them but for you, right? Like, I feel like even though it's like a lot of people's instincts of like the easiest joys are the ones that are all focused around the self, because you're the easiest person to understand. Sometimes one of the most like enjoyable things in life is like when you do something really nice for someone else. Partly, you know, your brain kind of rewards you in endorphins, being like, look how good you are, you nailed it. I love helping strangers out. It's not even, I don't even like the strange. I don't care about the strangers feeling helped out. I just like that good feeling it gives me, you know. Also, I think I'm gonna make myself a red bundle. I think that's what I've got to do. Yeah, the sooner you realize that like helping people is a good feeling, the more you realize like, oh yeah, so if you could wire your brain to help people by default, that'd be cool. And what if there was a person that you didn't even see as a different person? You're like, I see that helping that person as basically helping myself. You get some real good bonuses from that. Compact the emeralds too. I don't think I need to do that if it's in a shulker box, right? I think it's fine to leave it uncompacted for now. So I'm going to go into the nether before I go to the Woodland Mansion chat. And I've got 2 reasons for doing this. I'm going to turn down my render distance too, because we're going to the nether and you've got to do it before you go there. Okay, so... Ooh, I hear some scary noises. I've got 2 main pieces of logic following me here. One is that there's a chance I'm going to spawn into a bastion. Actually, I'm not prepared for a bastion at all. Let's hope it's not a bastion. But let's hope it's near a bastion, right? This is near nothing. But 2, it's also just nice to have a waypoint in the nether, so that later we can travel around the nether if we want to. Is there anything in here? It looks like no. Honestly. Actually, I've got an elytra. Let's fly it down. And let's fly back up. I don't see a bastion, and I don't want to lose where I am. But do you see how fast you can look around the nether with an elytra and a portal? And now I know there's no bastion, there's no fortress. I don't need to come back here. But it's nice to know rather than to think. So don't hurt me. Don't do it. You won't enjoy it. You're gonna become zombie piglins. My foster parents were abusive, so I had no pressure or living up to them. However, it means that I've tried extra hard to make sure my child lives up to me. If this isn't, I feel like most people in the adoption and foster world have vastly different views. So I assume that means that I have premature views, or maybe wrong views, or maybe I have such strong, good, correct views here. But you could make the argument there, right? That the biggest regret I hope that both your biological and your I couldn't be so sure about your foster parents, but your biological parents probably regret like having a child. At least on some level they regret it. But on a level of like not being able to look great after, right? And so you've made sure that your child is like not just in the world and existing, but you're like, yeah, but with a good parent figure too, right? And so that's like, isn't that doing it? Isn't that doing the same? Also, well, I think you've pulled off that exact same metric. But what I think is interesting is like if you have too solid of a life, right? If you have too great of a, if your parents have everything, you know, then what do you have to live up to? And the answer is nothing, which is kind of probably freeing for some people. But also, isn't it like crazy to not think like here, to be spawned without any objective in your brain will also make you a little bit like... I talk about this all the time, but I think it's wild for how many people this is true. Like, do you ever speak to someone about like, oh yeah, so like, you know, like, I feel like it's the biggest difference between people who live like in a city where you're always aware and people who don't. But I think a much bigger part of it is like people who are surrounded by like having versus not. But when you're surrounded by like, when you grow up and like all sorts of money things aren't an issue, you just think about the idea of like, oh, you're getting a job. That's like a nice idea one day or something. Whereas I remember like first discovering money being like, oh, give me some opportunities to get it and I'll go take them, you know? Like I was very excited for it. Also, what is this bee town? 3 bee nests right next to each other? I guess that's a good way to describe it. Actually, rather than using... Okay, I'm going to do something really silly, chat. I think I'm going to go in there and I'm going to blow it up. No, I'm going to make myself a safe spot first. And then I'm going to blow it up. Okay, so first of all, we make it so only I can get... Oh, wait, obviously it doesn't work because the monsters are the same height as me. So we have to make a crafting table. We'll make a ton of acacia slabs. We'll make a raft, a boat or two too. Just put it there as a backup. Actually, put it in front of that as a backup. Any mobs? There's a mob. Oh, get out. Oh, God. Okay, so we put a boat there. And we'll grab another boat too. And then we're going to... my biological dad was murdered. My mum had 6 kids and couldn't go with us, so no. Your biological parents probably regret having a child. Deserves inclusion in a best of Toy Cat out of context reel. I mean, statistically, Jeff. I mean, I don't want to... I wonder, like, you know, I was at my cousin's wedding recently. And, oh, man. My aunt was saying, like, oh, yeah, like, yeah, we really, you know, if I could do it all again, I wouldn't. Just like saying that like to her, you know, to you know, to the person having the wedding. And I thought it was a level of honesty that I was like, man, oh, hello. It was a level of honesty I thought was really interesting because you're not allowed to say it, but things that you're not allowed to say, you know, when people don't say things they're not allowed to say, it doesn't change that they think them. It just means now everyone has to wonder, like, are they not saying it because they don't think it? Or are they not saying it because they don't believe it? Also, it looks like they can't get under this space, which is great. So again, chat, I need to get out. Okay, you're going to come this way. Do it. Come at me. Yeah. Easy peasy. So I think more boats is definitely the solution here. I'm going to place some torches around the place too. So there's lots of opportunities for the Vex trim in here. Oh, also, wait, chat. Do you know what else there's an opportunity for in here? You know what else there's an opportunity for? I think you know. I think you know in your hearts of hearts what there's a small chance of me finding. Remember to spay and neuter your cats. Okay. Yeah, I think a surprisingly underappreciated issue as a society is like what % of people have children that they later do not want, right? Again, you're not allowed to tell them that. But like we have a serious issue of like people waiting too late to have children, but also we have an issue of like people who have children because it's very easy to by accident, and then who have children that they treat as a burden on their life, even if they don't want to, you know, like even if they're really trying their best not to. You know, I can imagine how hard it is not to see. Oh God, chat. Oh God. Okay, even if you're trying as hard as you can not to see it that way. I'm just gonna sit here for a little bit. That's what I think is the right thing to do. So, okay, just gonna run back this way. I'm just gonna do it. Looks like daytime is coming, which is great because it means tomorrow night I should be able to get my hands on the phantom membranes. Might be useful at this point. Whew. Okay, he's gone. Hello. I need to build my inventory better, I guess. Let's go. I'm just going to attack you from there. Oh, that was interesting. Eat some more bread. I'm going to switch out to the steak. I want to stay on top of my game. Really make sure I survive this. Make friends of the allies. So yeah, these rooms right here are great, chat. If you've never used them, they have a chest above them, and that chest has a small chance of containing... Yay! 9 trims! 9 trims. 9 trims. Your boy IBX Toycat has 9 trims. Wow. Awesome. That is a rare one to just get. So there arguably isn't much more reason for me to, like, exist in this place, right? I could just walk out. Honestly, maybe I just should. So I'm going to kill a few more people. I kind of want to do my explosive strategy. But we'll see what else we find, just in case there's, like, something so revolutionary. I can't imagine there would be. And also there's a... Oh, okay. Was not expecting to see you there. Just a good couple hits and we'll be great. Just joined.
Love the stash.
Thank you. Yeah, I've got such a silly stash for 51 days, 53 days into a Minecraft world. We just did it. Nice. Okay, so now we can say, okay, so we got a couple more spots. I think these ones can contain, am I mixing it up with somewhere else? But I feel like there's a room that contains the, okay, so that guy has an enchanted bow. I'm gonna do my best not to get hurt by it. There's a room that contains an anvil, and right now I need an anvil. So if we could go for it, that might be very smart. So again, we're trying to clear out the rooms as we go. Being as smart as we can about that. I think this is one we're just gonna have to break into. Okay, that's a lot of not very useful mobs about to come my way. Is that a baby skeleton I saw, by the way? It can't have been. Oh, it's a baby zombie. It was next to the skeleton. So we'll kill that guy next. You would have made it through a slab gap anyway. Oh, lots of gold armor. So there's another chest just up here. Or, I think it's just over here. So this chest has projectile protection. But more importantly... Nope, that's all. So... What do we got here? Not very much. What do we got over here? Something else too. Okay, a creeper. Nice. What do we got here? You ever seen one of these? It looks like an alley room, but like a single one of them. Very odd. Just gonna let that explode. So I'm gonna kill that guy from a distance, just before he hurts me, you know? Seems like the easiest way to do these sometimes. Yeah, the way they jump out of nowhere. Very terrifying. But again, I'm specifically here looking for one item only, chat. You know what it is. You know if there's a chance for it. I'm going to wait for that chance. But it hasn't occurred. So, I did not know about the chest. That's so sneaky, says Bobby Bats. Also, you should get a totem. Yeah, you're right. If I am here anyway, it does make sense to get a totem. See, that raises the question, though. Should we do this as totem core? Should we play without the totem? You know, we could collect one, put it in like a little room, and put like a big X on it. But yeah, I don't think I see a anvil room, but I see a lot of space where like there should be something. Just a lot of mushrooms in here. No anvil, sadly. There may be on the top floor. No. Okay, let's just get out of here. We'll get a totem for the sake of having a totem. I don't think I'll be using it, though. I think I'm going to stand by that. I think it makes sense to go totem core. Just to throw it away to a fox, says Chilius Bean. You know, it would be very enjoyable, right? Okay. Would be very, very, very fun. So I'm just going to kill a single evoker. The evoker summons scary monsters. So I need to be ready to deal with those scary monsters. Okay, so I'm going to switch out this for that. There's nothing in there. There's nothing in there. Okay, room clear. There he is. There he is. That's a scary man over there. But he's going to give me my totem if I can just get to him. Don't summon the... No, don't do it. What did he summon? Did he summon anything? Chat, I don't want to know. So we're going to make a little escape over here. Perfect. Now I'm going to drop down my shulker box. Just put it down. And that's the space for the totem. So I grab the totem and I put it in the space. And then I run away. That is no! That was my plan. I don't know how well it's going to go anymore. Should I eat this? No. Hey, Mike Bailey! Thanks for becoming the 424th channel member! You've joined at a very scary time in the stream, but also a time of a great deal of success. Where'd he go? Where'd the totem go, actually? Did I kill the guy the first time? Did I... Chat, where did the totem go? There was definitely a totem, right? What? Where'd he go? Look for the room of stone slabs. It has the anvil. Oh, God. Is he in here? He's gotta be, right? Logically? Where did my totem go? I'm genuinely very confused. Oh, God. Okay, get out of there. Get out of there. Okay, so... I don't know why he stopped caring about me. Okay, chat. I just need this guy dead. He's doing something from behind that wall. Go! Okay, totem. No, totem! I need you. No! Oh, God, chat. Have you ever seen that? Oh, no. There's no way around this, is there? There's no way around this one. Okay. This is frustrating. Very frustrating. Is that 2 totems we've lost now? I've got to say I've never seen that before. I've never seen that one before. But you know, it was very enjoyable to watch. Oh, there we go. We got the second totem. Oh, we've just got to be able to pick it up. No! Stop it! Stop it! Please. I'm just going for a single item. That's all I want in my life. Okay. Drop that. Drop that. I just want to pick up the one totem. We got it. We got it. We got it. Let's get out. Okay. Okay. We're good. We've done it. I'm not going to use this totem, but I want to keep it for after 100 days if I do build a base. If I do make it that far and I do build something with it. Okay, so I'm going to pick up... I want to pick up all the emeralds, but I don't think it's worth it. Honestly, I just don't think it is. Tell me if you disagree, chat. So I'm going to look around just in case there's a really good room here. I'm going to sneak around the outside. Okay, do we see anything yet? I don't, but maybe I will soon. Just gotta sneak around this. It's weird. This is a weird woodland mansion, but we're gonna roll with it, okay? We're just gonna roll with the weird mansion. So sneak on the top, sneak on the top. You used to not be able to do this before the 1.5 block gap rule came into effect. It's very handy that you can. I just want to see if there's anything like really valuable that I'm missing. And this is a way to do it without putting any of my own life at risk. It's very useful if you've never considered it. Now you know how to. Yeah, then we're going to check the top floor, because the top floor is always where the diamond blocks are. And it's not that I need a diamond block that bad. It's just I would feel bad leaving a diamond block, right? There's something, you know, it's like, it's something in that, right? But yeah, I feel like, I feel like there's a continual need that we all have to, like, feel like we have some reason for being. And it's weird that you'd figure not having a reason is the coolest thing you could have. But weirdly, it puts you into a situation where you're then like, oh, you rather than seeing like, oh, I have no purpose, that means I can pick any purpose. People get like really lost about one. It's like having one that's like pre-programmed into you. Sounds like a big win to me. I think I want to go up there. I think this is the room that has nothing at the top. So chat, this is the dumbest thing that exists, but let me show you anyway. There is a room in the Woodland Mansion that I'm pretty sure is this one. That just exists with this secret top ceiling. And the secret top ceiling has nothing. It just exists to look pretty. Which I guess isn't, you know, if you saw it in any other structure, you wouldn't say that was pointless, but, you know, I'm saying it's pointless anyway. Because I want it to have a purpose, and it doesn't. So we're just going to check around the edges here. I guess we'll just walk off the edge. Yeah, I think there's nothing in this place that I value besides another totem or, like, more emeralds. And I don't really value those things in the end anyway. And so now we have a next objective. And you know what that objective is, chat? I need to get back closer to the world spawn. The reason I need to do that is, I guess I could go via the nether, actually. I'm not that far away. But I think it makes sense to always be a bit closer. And so I'm going to travel as fast as I can by using the end. Like, I think I'll find it. I feel... Did I see a trail ruins in the beginning of this? Also, cat room? Cat room. Cat room indeed. So what we're going to do now, chat, is I'm going to take out my ender pearls. I'm going to take out my... Oh, I need to find a stronghold for the room too. I was like, why am I looking for a stronghold again? A part of me was just like, am I doing this wrong? But no, I had a good reason. We're fine. So now we're going to make as many of these as we can. Or we'll make 4 blaze powder. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to make that into 8 IF enders. There we go. And now we can put away the blaze rods and the IF enders. And so now what we're going to do, chat, is we're going to find a new stronghold. And that new stronghold is going to lead me, presumably, home. Actually, I need to make sure I sleep in a fake bed first. Should I do it now, actually? No, I don't want to reset the phantom timer. I want phantoms. That's right. It's opposite day today. So what we're going to do is we're going to throw this IF ender from the edge here. And in part 8 of the Nomad streams, you can catch me on my journey to go that way. It looks like, unlike before, it's taking me away from the world origin. I forgot to put on my elytra. I'm glad that was water. Would have just died otherwise. But yeah, this is my Nomad run. I have made a lot of progress in just 10 Minecraft days today. Where is it? I picked it up. We're fine. I'm going to be heading this way. I'm going to be finding myself a stronghold. And I'm going to be trying to get my hands on my 10th trim. And once I get that one, there are only 2 hard trims left to get. And I think the rest are all about, can I find them quick enough? Which is kind of a fun game, isn't it? But yeah, this has been a lot of fun. I hope you've enjoyed this one, because we have 47 days left and 11 trims to get. I think it's 11. Is it 18 trims or 20? I should know the answer if I'm looking for all of them. I think it's 18. Maybe it's 16. Well, actually, let's work it out. So I need to get 4 more trims from the Trail Ruins. I need 1 from the Desert Temple, 1 from the Pillager Outpost, and 1 from the Shipwreck, so that's 7. 1 from the Stronghold, that's 8. And then... is it 17? No, it's got to be an even number. So it's 18, probably. What is the 18th one that I'm forgetting about? Ribbed? Oh, and then there's 2 from the Nether, so that's 19. So maybe it is 20. You know what? I'm going to be getting all 20-ish trims. Use non-specific wording to avoid any issues of that. And I'll be doing it in the next part. Because for now, I've taken down a woodland mansion. And I'm looking forward to doing the rest. Thank you for watching. And I'll see you probably on Monday. When we'll be doing the... I think it'd be fun to get all of the... to try and get the rare arrow type in my Let's Play world. Wait, a Let's Play stream on a Monday. What a perfect idea. See you then. Goodbye. Hope you enjoyed the super long thing today. Does take a lot, but I think it was... Oh, when the YouTube live streams end, they redirect you. You can hit the bell specifically for that stream if you don't believe in bells in general. If you want to be notified for it, it's going to take you there now. And you could do that if you wanted to. Or you could not.